All right, guys, we're on to our third game of the day. That's going to be your New England Patriots versus Green Bay Packers. Coming up in about 60 seconds here. Going to get through our pregame info. 10.4% is your matchup predictor for New England. 89.5% for Green Bay. I feel like this is going to be an upset game. I feel like this is going to be one of those games. And, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Your season leaders, Aaron Rodgers, 684 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Mac Jones is out, so Hoyer will be taking his place today. Harris, 160 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Jones, 217 yards, 1 touchdown. Aguilar on the receiving, 179 yards, receiving, 1 touchdown. Dobbs, 137 yards, 1 touchdown. As far as the injuries, Lawrence Guy is out. Jacoby Myers out. Joshua Bledsoe and Jalen Mills. For the Patriots, Packers, Jonathan Ford, Sean Ryan, Rasheed Walker, Jair Alexander. Simortori is out. And spread 9.5, guys, as we get started here for kickoff.
To be at Lambeau Field in your home state, Tony.
Exactly right. And this is a big one today. Both
over and
teams,
under is 40 points. Over under is 40 points.
Division with the Bills who won earlier today. The Patriots need this one.
All right, the Packers deferred at the top and send the football with the touchback to New England. And here comes Brian Hoyer. We mentioned it. Second career start in New England, but his 40th overall. So he's got 40 career starts, but you think of him as a Patriot more than any other team. He started, in fact, for overall 7 different franchises in his 14 years.
Yeah, and, you know, think about all those years you're behind Brady, who never misses, right?
Not going to get a chance.
Yeah, and so all of a sudden you do have an opportunity. And this team, the first thing, Jim, they got to stop from turning the football over. I was impressed turning the tape on. This offense is better than you think. They just turned it over.
Ravens head coach job
They're going to run it
available.
Up the they start out with 3 wides, and it's Harris for about 5. Yeah, they started out with 3 wides, and coming off a huge game, Devontae Parker had 165 receiving yards against Baltimore last week, as you see the lineup here for the Patriot offense.
2nd and 5 after the short
they're real number
pass
one.
to
That
Hoyer.
really needed to happen.
Sorry, from Hoyer.
They're just finding their footing on how do we use them, how do we do this. This is what the Patriots have always done. They figure out how to use the personnel they have.
This is Bourne with the catch. He's got the first down. There's some chemistry between Kendrick Bourne and Brian Hoyer that goes back to their days when they were teammates at San Francisco. Pickup of 7.
Yeah, well, they were locker mates, right? So he's always around them. And the one thing about Bourne is he's always got an infectious smile on him. And, you know, that's a guy that a quarterback he hangs out with, wants to give him the ball a lot. He knows the little instinctful things. As you see the dominant D-line right here, and that guy, Kenny Clark.
Oh, he is a presence. Leading the way for this Joe Barry coordinated defense.
First and 10.
Down for New England.
Pitch
and
play.
Run it on first down with Harris.
And Harris is going to get around the edge for about 8 yards.
Outside with Campbell chasing after him, but it's a good gain. Pick up 8.
What's up,
Hunter
Frederick?
Henry with a block on that side.
What's up, bro?
Well, this is what you thought coming in. The Patriots want to run the football. They want to shorten this game like you always do when you have a great quarterback on the other side. But going into this year, you sit there, you lose Josh McDaniels, one of the great coordinators in the National Football League. You got to see who.
Yeah, Jacob, we actually won. We came back.
Zones. You see Matt Patricia there. This zone type of run stuff, wide cutback. They completely switched in week 2, Jim, and started running right at you. More gap and power schemes just like this.
Yeah, here they go, right up the middle, and it's going to be right at the first down marker for Harris.
Harris is going to get
for it.
3 yards
he
in the
does.
run.
He has it. So a second first down picked up on this opening drive by New England.
And that was one of the biggest adjustments. It's like, can the guy who's been a defensive guy, you know, for most of his career, Matt Patricia, go over and do this on offense? It's like, ooh, that's a tall task. But I've seen him already adjust through the first 3 weeks, and I'm seeing a lot of good stuff on tape. And like Coach Belichick said, if you're a good football coach, you can coach anywhere. But sometimes it takes time for the nuance. But I am impressed with their adjustment ability so far.
First and 10.
So far, 3 of them runs by Harris. And another first down. It's Harris again getting that call. And that's what they want. They pick up 6 with that one. Running behind Isaiah Wynn at right tackle.
And that is a
So a win
6-yard
against
run
Pittsburgh
by
on the
Harris.
road where they Actually, again, dominated the last 6.5 minutes, kept the football the final 6.5 at Pittsburgh for their lone win, but losses against Miami and Baltimore, finding themselves 1-2, playing at Lambeau, which and the Packers, their regular season record here in recent years, phenomenal. Stevenson's coming at running back for the Patriots. 2nd and 4.
Hoyer play action.
Play action. Here they come.
Deep throw, and that's a catch. Aguilar, 27 yards.
And they got a first down deep in Green Bay territory inside the 20. Pickup of 27.
Well, you run the ball, and all of a sudden you play action. Things get wide open. You see right there, Douglas just got turned around. It's a really good route right there.
Boy, they just got rid of that with a split second to spare.
Yeah, that was Garvin coming off the edge, and that extra split second.
First and 10 now at the Green Bay 19.
New England hadn't been doing that very much. That's the one thing I wanted to see more of, because that's where the chunk plays come in, and that's kind of how they can play and win football games. Protect it, run it, play action.
I've heard you talk about it for the last 2 days. They got to play
New England's going to call it timeout here.
Timeout called by the Patriots as they had a little confusion coming to the line of scrimmage. We've already mentioned that he's been well traveled. Came out of Michigan State, undrafted college free agent, signed with New England, and then the journey began to places all across the country. Look at all these stops. 7 different teams he started for. He's been all over. Hasn't played a lot, but he's got a lot of frequent flyer miles.
Well, the crazy thing is when you talk to him, you said, I think the world kind of thinks of you as a Patriot. Like, you're a lifer of Patriot. But you've
had all these
started one game for the Patriots. You started all these other places. Is that how you view yourself? And he said, yeah,
he views himself as a Patriot. It's his 3rd different stint with this franchise. Got a Super Bowl ring as a backup to Brady. And again, you weren't going to get much playing time.
Yeah, it's a 3-point game. Seattle and Detroit.
And now they've settled in on a first down on this opening drive that has been
a lot of points
executed to perfection so far. And that's a 2-yard carry for Ramondre Stevenson, 2nd-year back out of Oklahoma. So it's been a good year for the backup quarterbacks around the league, with Cooper Rush getting another win today. What Joe Flacco showed in the game at Cleveland. Jimmy G, of course, coming in. Bridgewater from Miami coming in. Dalton got the start this morning for the Saints in a tight one that was won by Minnesota over in London. 2nd down and 8 from the 17.
Quick throw, and Parker's going to lose a yard, leading to a 3rd and 10.
He brings down Parker for a loss.
Well, and this is Douglas has to go outside because Alexander is out. So as soon as Alexander, when you're on the offensive side, you're like, okay, Alexander's in. Here's how we attack him. Now he's out. Douglas goes outside, and you're thinking he's going to be a little bit softer, right? He's not going to be up on, so you're going to throw the screen to the wide receiver. This defense plays tight, and they're going to be in man-to-man coverage a ton. And on 3rd down and 10, Jim, you're looking at the best defense in the National Football League right now. 22%.
3rd and 10.
Incredible. Haven't given up a 3rd and 8 or longer the whole season.
Throw incomplete.
That continues. That was intended for Henry. Yeah, it's a defense
too high
on
for Hunter
3rd
Henry.
and 8 plus has now seen 0 out of 16 conversions with that incompletion.
Yeah, and the ball's just a little high, but you have someone just breathing down your neck, so you have to be a little safe.
Now comes one of your old teammates from long ago, Nick Folk,
going to kick
in
the
his
field goal.
15th year. Of course, he has this phenomenal streak going of successes inside the 50. 57 consecutive made field goals from inside of 50, and this one from 37 extends the
that's
streak
going to be good
to 58
for the Patriots.
makes.
If that
Field
was a
goal is good.
49-yarder, you would not have said that. And
It's going to lead to the first score, 3 Patriots, 0 Packers. As we get started here, 9 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first. We're going to take a quick little commercial break. We currently have 268 viewers, 35 likes. The next goal for likes and thumbs up is going to be 50, guys. Make sure we're smashing that like, that thumbs up. We need 15 to get to that 50 mark. 15 likes, 15 thumbs up. And we'll hit that 50. Thanks for the support, guys. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Scott Zawatsky, subscribed. Mike Cohen, Ernie Ursini. Very rare. Thanks a lot, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. What's up, Z-Man? Thanks a lot, Scott. Packers gonna beat New England. Listen, I'm telling you guys, don't be surprised how this game ends up. Today's a day for wild upsets. There's no reason why the Lions and the Seahawks scored or put up 93 points of offense. There is no reason for that. It is absolutely ridiculous. 93 points combined of total offense in one football game. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm sure they'll fix it, Scott. I think the only score ticker that matters is the one in Vegas. They had to pay out them bills, yo. What's up, interesting things? Yeah, Vegas had to pay out them Bills tickets, that's for sure. That Bills money line at halftime, it had to be at least 1,000 plus 1,000 at least, and that was easy money.
Visit NFL.com/crucial catch or text catch to 635-635
yes, Scott,
to find your local cancer screening center and additional screening resources. All right, Aaron Rodgers and all of this home success coming off road success.
What's up, Daniel?
Last week, a victory down
What's
in
up, bro?
Tampa.
And that was, kind of showed you this
Black
team
Dragon, what up?
kind of more like this Green Bay team has to hold Brady and them to 12 points. We know about their receivers, but that's still, they're at home. I mean, that's incredible.
It's always
This
love with
defense
Bills
for
Mafia.
Green Bay,
Yo.
I mean, this to me might be their top defense when I look at it.
All right,
on
Packers
all
get the
three
ball.
levels in a long time.
It's going to be a
That's
touchback.
Jake Bailey kicking off and delivering the touchback. That home success we spoke of, Rodgers has won his last 14 regular season home games. And in that time, 38 touchdowns, only 3 picks.
Okay.
But that's one of the headlines today.
Kept it around the East Coast,
A little
Scott.
milestone event. 2 touchdown passes away from 500. That's regular and postseason. Will be the 5th once he gets there all time to achieve that.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10,
Needs to today.
Packers.
He's going to start out with A.J. Dillon. He's been averaging 13 carries a game. Aaron Rodgers going to throw it here.
Throw, and that's a catch.
Lazard.
Already Lazard for 24 yards.
Through that secondary to midfield and a pickup of 24.
Well, you'll see 2 backs right here on the right and left. You got both guys in, Jones and Dillon. And this is what you're going to see a bunch. They really did it last week. And I'm like, this package is going to go way up because the backs, almost dropped that one, but the backs are the guys you are really having to focus in. Rodgers is their best player, right, on offense? Well, these backs might be 2 and 3. And so they're trying to put them both on the field at the same time. And that's what creates, these windows for Lazard and the other receivers.
Yeah, no question. It's one of the great tandems.
1st and 10.
In the backfield, if not the best in the league. So after the 24-yard gain, quick toss. What a catch by Dobbs.
Toss, it's dropped. Patriots may have got it back. I think that ball was fumbled, recovered by New England.
Romeo Dobbs, the rookie. They ruled it a catch.
There it is.
And it's picked up by Jack Jones.
Told you guys,
Jones, the 4th round pick,
don't be
really
surprised.
Kind of come on.
Any given
I think
Sunday.
This guy's going to be a player. But you'll see the ball's just out in front. Dobbs, who had a great week
That's a
last
catch.
week, just doesn't
Ball
hold
knocked
at the end,
out.
and that's a fumble. Patriot ball.
Wow. Early. 89% for the Packers. I called it. Obviously, the game just started, but I called the upset. All right. Interesting thing. Question is, the Tampa Bay game going to be played in Tampa after the storm hit down there? I have not heard that they were changing the location for the Tampa Bay game. I think it's still going to be down in Florida. So with that said, 336 viewers, 46 likes, guys. We're trying to get over this 50 mark. We need 5 more likes, 5 more thumbs up, and that'll get us over that 50 mark. And then after that, obviously the next goal is 100, guys. Keep it going. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being here. This is the 3rd game in our 4-game series today of streaming. Next after this is going to be that Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Kansas City Chiefs for the late night Sunday night football game. What's up, Chris? What up, bro? Al Shadow coming through. Wrench Gang, $5 super chat donation. Thanks a lot for the support, man. Thanks a lot for the $5. Here's a nickel per person donation on behalf of all broke Lions bettors. Y'all are some cheap. Good looks, Al Shadow. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for the support. You guys always crack me up with the comments. I'm actually working on getting it's like a module to where whenever you guys do the super chats, it'll actually read the comments. So I figured that'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna start doing that. Thanks a lot, Drew Nash. Country boys having fun. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Shout out to you, man.
Turnover committed by Green Bay, and there is Jack Jones, who stripped it out of the hands of Dobbs and recovered it.
Well, that's one thing I really feel like New England does better than most teams is these defensive backs
Bills Mafia
have
now
poise at the point of the catch down the field. They don't get a ton of penalties on like
all right, first and 10.
And they always are coming in to try and strip, and that just seems to create big plays here and there.
Hoyer is going to hand it off to Harris. Going to bounce outside.
Harris trying to get around the edge and gets maybe 3.
Was jammed up from the beginning, but is able to pick up a couple out of it. Maybe 3. So Hoyer steps in for the second-year quarterback, Mac Jones. And what did you see out of Mac? Of course, he didn't make the trip here. He's got the high ankle sprain, so he's going to miss some time. What have you seen out of Mac Jones?
Going with
I think
the
biggest
Chiefs.
Thing, I can't remember the last time.
I think the Chiefs
Bill
are going to take it.
team was 31st in the league in giveaways. I mean, that he's not going to allow that to keep happening. He will just start throwing out plays and making it simpler. But I think Mac Jones has a new offense.
We'll figure it out, Mike.
We'll
figure it out, bro.
While you're trying to do it at a high level.
Quick throw and a catch.
Stevenson
for 6 yards.
Just a little short, I believe.
3rd and 1.
Of the first. Gain of 6.
And what you do is you have, as you see, that this is an interesting game because you have 2 backs on both sides, right? So they're kind of this.
They both have tandems. They both have 2 guys that can do it.
See them both on the field at the same time. But to me, Mac Jones, he's just developing in this offense. They're now starting to tailor the offense to him, where it was always Brady's, and then you had Cam come in. They had an offseason, and now you got new coaches. It just takes a little time, but you got to protect the football.
All right, Drew.
You cannot win
see you, bro.
turning it over a lot.
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
And this is going to be a run from Stevenson for 3 yards, and they get the first down.
You might have seen Marcus Cannon out there, the right guard, who was a longtime Patriot and then went down to Houston for a short stint and has now come back, brought up, and put on the active roster just yesterday.
Type 182, yeah, Mac is out. Brian Hoyer is in.
He's the jumbo
for the
guy.
Patriots.
Put that 6th offensive lineman, and he's been doing that a long time, and they haven't shown it much this year. So, of course, when he got called up today, I'm like, 3rd and 1, I expect to see jumbo.
We're going to see Marcus Cannon. Now it's a first down from the 37.
Another handoff.
And it's Stevenson.
And Stevenson gets 2 yards in the run.
Including Kenny Clark. You were starting to espouse just what a presence Kenny Clark is. Care to add to that?
Well, he's just a monster in the middle. And if you're going to try and block him one-on-one, I mean, David Andrews has his hands full. 97 just pushes the pocket and creates so much disruption that you sit there and you're like, wow, this guy, you have to double team right over the nose. And it's just, he's going to make a ton of plays today by himself. And
2nd and 8.
Rare at that position. He's a 3-down player, and that's also rare to be great in pass and run.
2nd and 8.
Throw, and Harris is wrapped up.
Tackling by Amos. And Amos shaken up a bit. Made quite a play there for a loss of a couple.
And you see the speed of this defense. They're going to come flying in from, really all three levels.
So 3rd and 10.
If you have to throw the ball over and over again, it's going to be hard against this Packer defense. They're just too good everywhere. You have a little better reprieve because Alexander's not in, and now you got Amos out. I mean, that is a big deal.
He made that tackle, but he got kicked in the side of the head. So in for him is Rudy Ford, number 20 in that secondary. Hoyer with 5 completions on 6 throws to 5.
There we go, 3rd and 10.
Well, here's what they do. They get in this really wide line. Look at that. No one's even in the middle as a D lineman. And so they get really wide, and these 4 guys just attack downhill.
Hoyer is sacked. He's going to lose 8 yards.
Out of field goal range, back at the 46. It's Gary with the sack.
And this is where we were just mentioning. They line up so wide, and I wish the back would have chipped and helped out his quarterback there. But if you're a Packer fan, you're like, I'm glad he didn't. Right there, chip on Gary. He's too good of a player.
There it is,
And they move him around. You got to give Joe Barry a ton of credit. He moves these guys to different spots.
Oh, you get it.
Matchup against the right. The bad players.
So 3 and out for the Patriots.
And they put their best players on them, and they just wreak havoc.
4th sack of this young season for Rashawn Gary, and now Jake Bailey's punt.
And it'll be a touchback.
Into the end zone. We're just a net of 25. So unable to make anything off the takeaway.
I mean, I wouldn't really, I wouldn't write him off too much, Allison, to be honest.
Only had a couple of snaps.
Patriots defense may do just enough. So we'll see. Emerson Anderson, subscribe. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Donald Winecoop. Listen, nobody thought the Bills were going to come back being down 3-17 at the half. They call it Any Given Sunday for a reason. Yeah, we had, in the prediction video, we actually had the Panthers winning at home. And we had Denver beating Las Vegas. But I did predict Patriots for the upset. So we'll see. We will see. And Allison's got no faith in Hoyer. She's like, put Mac Jones in. Get that bum out of here. Nah, I feel you though. Hoyer's got some shoes to fill. What's up, Sean? What up, bro? All the way from Rifle, Colorado. All right, guys, as we get to this commercial break, 112 votes, 70% for the Cheeseheads. Who you got on Monday? I got the 49ers on Monday. I think Shanahan gets it together. Jimmy G's got something to prove. I see you. Interesting things.
10 plays in Green Bay territory, but only coming away with the field goal here in the first quarter, 5 minutes to go. And Adrian Amos is being evaluated for a concussion and heading in. Here's the Packers, just the 3rd play of this first quarter. And they'll go up the middle with Dillon.
And Dillon's going to get 5 yards.
Inside the NFL, the show the pros watch Tuesdays, streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Mike says, can't believe.
Now,
you got to realize I'm like non-biased, right? So
David Bakhtiari, and that's something they have longed for over a year.
I'm thinking money-wise, what makes the most sense
ACL at the end
for
of
Vegas.
the 20 season. When he's healthy, he's one of the best. He's trying to get him
What
into
makes
shape
the most
to play
sense for
again.
Vegas?
Definitely a difference maker. I don't think he's going to play the whole game, right? You got to kind of ease him back in. I mean, Coach talked to you a little bit about it. How he's not on a snap count per se.
Here's the run.
And big run
Aaron
from Jones, but there is a flag down.
But we have a flag on the far side 36-yard line. He sprinted for 20.
Oof.
And this was just the entire offensive line flowed right across. And
Personal foul, face mask, defense. Number 30. That 15-yard penalty.
That's the end of the run.
Automatic first down.
Wilson called for the face mask. And that goes 15 on top of the 20. Impressive run.
Yeah,
well,
8
92
different teams.
Gottschall got removed, displaced from the inside.
He's been a journeyman
You see
for a
the face
long
mask
time.
right there. Wilson, you're going to get called every time.
You talk about Jones. He's an explosive player. He averages over 7 yards with every touch.
Yeah.
1st and 10.
And that's a danger in the passing game, too. Here he is, the eye back. And they run it for about 2 more. Aaron Jones in his 6th year. His last home game, the game against Chicago a couple weeks ago, had 170 yards from scrimmage and a couple of touchdowns. And Aaron Rodgers says about Aaron Jones, in many ways, he's still just scratching the surface.
Yeah, I mean, he's just really good, like you said, at everything. I mean, one of the things I like is just after contact, right? He just doesn't go down. He has that, like, instinctful ability. 7.2 yards per touch shows you.
Say if you sit on the bench somewhere long enough, you'll get a ring.
You know, yards after contact, he's in the top 5 in the National Football.
2nd and
It's
9.
over 4 yards. I mean, that's a lot.
2nd and 9. Rodgers looks left, goes right over the head
Incomplete.
of Jones with Wilson in the
Jones,
coverage.
3rd and 9.
Hoyer is going in.
Oh, no.
He did on that last
Hoyer
hit.
is walking
And
off the
that
field.
feeling when you got someone from your right side and you're looking left,
And
you can get hit into it, but
Zappe.
Bailey
us through
Zappe,
take us through the young guy.
Bailey Zappe. We spent a lot of
Oh,
time
here
talking
we
about
go.
him with Coach Belichick last night.
This
the rookie
is
out of
insane.
Western Kentucky. And he'll start loosening up. Taken in the 4th round.
You're going to see a raw, instinctful player who's
Got it
rammed
on.
him a little bit, but he's going to give you a chance a different way. I mean, it's
All right,
you'll
3rd and
probably
9.
Brian with that. Hopefully he's fine.
3rd and 9.
Rodgers steps up and he gets sacked.
Surrounded.
And he's going to lose 7
And
yards.
Judon will get credit for the sack. That means he's got a sack now in all 4 games
Haley
this season.
Zappe
Yeah, on the top
is
of
the
your
backup
screen,
for the
he's going
backup.
against
And
Jenkins
he's
and
warming
just
up
does a
right now.
Club underneath, a rip through, and just effort. And he's outstanding. I mean, over and over again. He's very active. They move him around a ton. He's one of the, bright lights so far this year. Him and Wise Jr. 91 are playing great football.
Pat O'Donnell had quite a week last week against Tampa Bay with 5
Haley
punts inside the
Zappe.
20. He lands this one inside the 10.
Zappe.
Marcus Jones, rookie out of Houston, makes the fair
4th
catch.
round pick.
When we come back, the Bailey Zappe era.
Bailey Zappe. 4th round pick for the Patriots coming up next. Oh, this is going to be a wild one. All right, guys, 452 viewers, 75 likes. We need 25 likes, 25 thumbs up so we can get over 100. 25 likes, 25 thumbs up, guys, and we'll get over 100. So make sure you are smashing that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. Thanks for the support, guys. Shout outs to Emerson Anderson and Sean Snowden for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the family, guys. Right? Let's just put Bledsoe back in, yo. Where's Drew Bledsoe when you need him? You know what's funny is most people don't even remember Drew Bledsoe. They forget that, like, he was the man before Tom Brady was. I don't even know if there's a backup for him, bro. What's Drew Bledsoe up to now? What is he doing? All right, so got this commercial break going. Let's see. 145 votes, 72% for the Packers. Shout out to Val B for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Val. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the family. Bailey is better than Hoyer, I can tell you that much. Well, we'll see. See on this next series here. Yeah, get Bledsoe on the phone, yo. Oh, man. I don't think any team would want Brett Favre on the field right now.
At Lambeau Field, and the Patriots now bring out their third-string quarterback, Bailey Zappe.
Here we go.
He set an FBS single-season record last year with nearly 6,000 yards passing and 62 touchdown passes in a season.
Let's see what he does.
Got movement on the right side of his
already a false start.
That moved.
Well, this right here is going to be really interesting from a fan perspective to watch because he's got a ton of ability.
False start. Offense. Number 76.
First and 14 now.
But when you come in,
Back him
your
up a little
cadence
bit.
is different than the starters. You've got to match it. So all of a sudden you're saying stuff, and then someone's like, wait, you got to say set hut at a certain time here. And he's just late on that. There's going to be a lot of stuff like that you're going to see, Jim.
Well, we mentioned it's the year of the backup quarterback, the first month of the season. Now it's the backup to the backup.
Well, this is going to be difficult because in college,
you know the story,
he was
David.
Exclusively in the gun, almost every single
you
snap.
know.
So now he's going to come to a Patriot
Hoyer
team
went back to the locker
action,
room, I
and
guess,
now
to
you've
get
got
checked.
to drop back and throw the football. It
For
was
some
a little
reason.
bit of a Belichick called it a little bit of a randomness to it when he first started. It's like you got to get more than a foot away from the center when you drop it.
By the way, Tony, let the record show his first NFL snap, his first official snap, will be from inside his own 5 at Lambeau Field.
Oh, you're right. This is so nervous. He can't breathe right now. I'm telling you. His mind is spinning.
Handoff.
He hands it off. Bouncing off the hit is Harris.
And Harris
Gives
gets
him a
about
little
a
bit of room,
couple.
gain of 3. Tracy, what do you
And
hear?
there's a flag down.
Jim, Brian Hoyer got hit in the head on that sack. He went directly into the blue tent. He was being evaluated by the unaffiliated neurotrauma consultant and then taken into the locker room for further evaluation.
What are they talking? Oh, he got kicked in the head.
Also got kicked at the very end of that.
Wow.
And back of the head. So being evaluated, and Zappe will have.
Is there going to be anybody, like any quarterbacks left to play?
They're going to be safe, obviously, right? A lot of discussion there.
From all this concussion protocol?
It was the right thing to protect the player.
Like, what's going to happen?
2nd and 12. The penalty was declined. Cannon is coming again.
You got to protect the quarterback here. I mean, this is not a time to go out and throw. Just hand the ball off. Like you said, this is really loud
2nd and 12.
You're young. You're seeing 15 people out there on defense.
Another
right now. Just
handoff.
make it easy for them.
Yeah, going to. And they go up the middle.
Harris
and they
gets
get a
another
little
4
push,
yards, 3rd and 8.
and they pick up 4. Now you got a 3rd and 8. What are you going to do?
Well, someone should get him water because right now he's trying to breathe and calm down. But you got to remember, these coaches have been around a long time. They know what he's going through, and so
Bill says that, hey, if it happens, you will see. He said the kid can really throw it.
he can. He just doesn't know football yet, right? He doesn't know. I mean, just the fact that it isn't.
This is so bad.
That's a huge difference.
This is
I mean,
literally
body
so
weight and
bad.
stuff, you take a 5-step drop and it should be a 3, and all these things come up. But look at this.
Got to beat the play clock here. Coming to 1.
He's on the move. Quick pass. Too low.
Off the mark. He had him open.
Incomplete.
Stevenson. And they will be punting from back and out of the end zone.
Yeah, and 5-man rush. The ball just gets just outside. I mean,
Had that been on the mark, it actually could have been enough for a first down. You catch him in stride.
well, and this is what he's going to provide right here. He has a little bit of ability to kind of, he's not going to run for 100 yards, but he has the ability to kind
What's
of
up, Murray
move and
Post?
create a little bit. And
Thanks for the subscription. Welcome to the
probably do a little
channel.
more of that, than if Hoyer was in the game. So that against a pass rush like this, that's a good thing.
Bailey now the punt. Amari Rodgers is back deep. Oh, this is a good punt by Bailey. All the way back to the 32. Patriots able to drag him down quickly.
Special
Beautiful
teams stepping
coverage
up.
down the field by Schooler.
Says
After a
Zappe's
59-yard punt,
quarterback rating
there
is
is
0.
a flag down. That's the longest punt for Bailey at the start of this season. Great piece of coverage by Schooler, a rookie out of Texas.
Yeah, they always find these like special team guys who are really good, right? Slater's one of the great all-time special teams.
During the return, personal foul, illegal horse collar tackle against the kicking team, number 41.
I take it back, it was not good special teams play.
First down, Green Bay, timeout.
What's up, Ron Duffney?
Collar tackle put the football close to midfield.
Matthew, Little Caesars is now the official pizza of the NFL.
All right, so quick commercial break. This is probably going to end up being a wild one. Patriots defense stepping it up, but we now have a fourth. We got third string quarterback in. Brian Hoyer has went out with a potential concussion. So, yeah. Oh, just incredible. There was like at least 7, bro, already. There was like 2 in the first game, and without a doubt, there was like 5 in the Bills game, bro. 100%. I counted 7. It probably was more. Who knows? Yeah, that's because they think they know what the people want, you know? All right, what are we at? Where are we at? We're at 90 likes, guys. We need 10 more. 10 more likes, 10 more thumbs up. So we can get to that 100. 10 more likes, 10 more thumbs up. And we'll hit that 100 mark. Thanks for the support, guys. Keep it going. As far as votes go, we got 167 votes, 72% for the Packers, holding it down. Score is 0-3. Zappe eats Vegas, huh?
1, and the football is spotted right at the 50 as Zappe had his first series, put it up in the air once.
All right, 1st and 10.
Forced to punt 3 and out. Now Rodgers, who's 2
I'm
out
good,
of 3,
Ron. How you doing, bro?
Yards. Barely seen him so far in this game. Gonna go with Jones.
And big run from Jones gets a first down.
That run peels off another quick 10.
Now you see, just if you're the Patriots, a lot
About
of
them
good
Bills,
stuff in this
Bills Mafia.
first quarter when you're on the road, you have a lead, you're controlling it and stuff. But this Packer offense, that's a hair pull right there. But you can see this offense. Forever they've been so explosive, right? They're a little different now, Jim. They're a little more ball control. I mean, 38% of their passes are at the line of scrimmage or behind.
1st and 10.
Yeah, that's crazy for an Aaron Rodgers team. But 2 of your best players are running backs.
Yep.
It's the right thing to do.
And you're still trying to figure out what you got at wide receiver with some youngsters added to the mix.
And it's going to be a
there's
5-yard run
for
from
5
Jones.
more.
And last week was huge. Dobbs showed up, and I was like, ooh, this kid, he's going to play a lot more going forward. And I think they might have found someone really good with him.
Well, he caught last week a touchdown and had 8 receptions. He fumbled here in the first quarter. End of 1 at Lambeau. 3-0 New England. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
All right, well, that's the end of the first quarter. Scores 3. Patriots 0. Sorry. 3 Patriots, 0 Packers. I'm just at a loss of words right now what's going on in this game because you know, the Patriots defense looks decent. The offense is what's going to be really in question at this point with this kid coming in. Let's see what Belichick does. We'll see what he does. You know, everybody's like, oh, you know, it's going to be a 10-point victory for Green Bay, and I'm like, the Patriots might upset. And this is turning out to be a really weird game. We're already at the second quarter. So, right, who would have thought, like, under 3.5 first quarter? So weird. Ron Duffney, CBS. I don't think so, Tyke 182. While we're on this quick commercial break, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game will still be played in Tampa. They have not made any kind of changes as far as where that game will be played. So I will be streaming that game after this. And that will be the Sunday night football game. Buccaneers Chiefs on our 4-game series today. Next Sunday, it's going to be the same thing. 9:30 a.m. Sunday morning game. It's going to be the Bears. No, not Bears. Packers and someone else.
Rip off Mike Arnold. And all the crew on hand on a sunny day in Green Bay. 2nd and 5 coming up. With both backs in there, it's Dillon's time to handle it. They stack him up after
stuck
3.
for 3 yards.
What'll be interesting is just
3rd and 2.
You know, the changing here a little bit in Green Bay. You're going to run the ball, and you're going to play 2, you know, backs. And here you go. Look at this. Coach Belichick is going to be hands-on now when you got a young guy coming in, because you're like, all right, you guys have talked to him, I get it, but now I'm about to show up here and help this kid.
He's saying, I talked last night for a long time at the production meeting to Tony Romo about what you can do. Now you go out there and show him.
That's pretty good. I mean, it's almost like
3rd and 2. Bouncing outside, and back to first, Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones getting around the edge.
And there you are right there, why you keep giving these
that's
guys
going to be
the
a
ball.
1st and 10.
My point earlier was this is going to be interesting later in the year, because they're going to be able to run the ball and play defense. That's why
for
I think a couple
$100,
of times recently they just haven't all the way, you know, gotten to the Super Bowl, because that's what you need late in the year. See the bounce and then his ability to extend and then just outrace him.
Who want Aaron Rodgers to retire?
25. After that rush of 7. At first down.
Jones screenplay.
Trying the far side this time.
And he's going to get another 10 yards. Jones is eating. Who's got him on the fantasy?
Tracy.
Jim, I just got confirmation that Brian Hoyer has been officially ruled out with a head injury.
Goodness.
This is Bailey Zappe's game to finish.
What?
No word on who would be the next quarterback in, because you would think it would be Jacoby Myers, but he is inactive and back in New England, guys.
Well, I think the first thing is they would go to Wildcat. When you don't, if Myers is out, he could come and play a little bit. That's your extra.
Shout out to you, Michael. You're going to eat, bro.
You expect to really have to work on this a lot. You know, sometimes when you only keep 2 on, you know, your team, you might.
Here's first down.
And that's a touchdown. Watson. 15 yards.
Oh, they love his stride. They love his speed. They said we have to figure out ways
He just
to get
walked
the
it in.
football his hands after he had that drop on the first play of the season that would have gone 75. And yes, indeed, they put the football in his hands on this one. He runs it in from 15 out.
And you'll see the motion. Devin McCourty's just late to get all the way down. And then all of a sudden he gets picked a little bit on the outside. And it's a great play design by Matt LaFleur. And that's the trouble. Motion requires communication on defense. Patriots were a little slow on that one. And you see how many of these plays are behind the line of scrimmage? I mean, 5 in a row,
And
basically.
extra
right there.
point
Handoff,
is good.
Shovels, screens,
So that's going to make your score
jet sweeps.
7. Packers,
Crosby, he knows how to
3.
kick it through. PAT is
Patriots.
good. Yeah, Matt LaFleur, he told us we got to get this kid.
All right, so it's Bailey's time to shine. Bailey's time to shine. We'll see what the kid can do. So I told you Packers, easy Packers win. We'll see, man. There's a lot of football left. There's 13 minutes left in the second quarter. Black Dragon, Eric can unretire. What's up, Purple? How you doing? All right, what are we at here? 554 viewers, 112 likes, guys. The next goal is going to be 150 likes, 150 thumbs up is the next goal. We need 36 more likes, 36 more thumbs up to hit this 150. Thanks for the support, guys. Yeah, Jacoby's actually hurt. He's back in New England. So they don't have anybody besides this kid, basically. And I'm sure Bill Belichick isn't going to suit up and run out there. Yeah, Wendy, I'm a fan of the game. I don't really care who's playing as long as it's fun and interesting. Right? If Belichick gets mad enough, he'll suit up. He'll get in there. Shout out to Heather Utesh. Thanks for the subscription. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family.
16. Jeff Janis and Christian Watson. Oh, second-round pick. They have tremendous hope for him. Here's the kick that's going to be returned by Marcus Jones.
And Jones
up to the 27.
To the 27.
On Tuesday, as part of the Packers versus Cancer campaign, players visited patients and families at the Children's of Wisconsin-Milwaukee Hospital, spending time with kids battling cancer and other illnesses. Players in attendance included Romeo Dobbs, Quay Walker, Zach Tom, Devontae Wyatt. Well done. All right, Bailey Zappe, you had to prepare a little
First
harder
and
this
10.
week. He had been
See what the kids got.
first 13 quarterback, and then all of a sudden you find out Jones is out with the high ankle sprain. You're one man removed from being in the lineup, and that didn't take long. Comes out.
Quick throw.
Down. That's Humphrey.
And Humphrey gets
Got
9
a nice
yards.
game. So to give him a safe throw, he picks up 8 or 9. We've got an update. Let's go back to the
Thanks
studio.
a lot, Bucky.
Nate, they got to be thinking Raiders. Any means necessary.
That's right. Derek Carr is going to give it to Josh Jacobs, the workhorse, and he gets in after running through a couple of defenders. The Raiders, they lead 10-7.
We'll take a lot
10-7
more of
in
that
that game.
back to Jim Nance.
Thank you, guys. And, of course, this is a game the Raiders desperately need at 0-3. 2nd and 1 for New England.
Shotgun to start. Belichick, how much can he go shotgun? This kid can throw it from shotgun.
Ooh.
That's going to lose yardage. That is Savage who comes up and makes the hit on Aguilar.
There is a flag down.
And this is
After
Savage is, I don't want to say underrated because he's really good, but he's a safety who guards like a corner and plays a lot of the corner stuff from high. And so he's
all right, Ron,
10 yards downfield.
There's no foul for offensive pass interference. The block occurred within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage. Second down. Third down.
Third
it is
and
third
3.
down. It'll be third down.
But you saw the speed there, right? I mean, he's got range, and he's got, an explosive first step. He's got instincts. I mean, he's one of 7 first-round draft picks on this defense, and that's why
Bill Belichick is screaming at the ref on the sideline.
Just the speed and
Screaming
how tough they are on third down. And here you go, the number 1 third down team in the league.
And that's Stevenson powering his way for the first down. Looked like they had him stopped a yard short.
I know, but how about, you're not normally going to run it right there. And then you got a young quarterback that's like, yes, you are. We don't need to see something crazy. Just hand the ball off. We could go for it on 4th and 1. The Patriots actually are really good at controlling the line of scrimmage. Really on both sides of the ball. This year, their offensive line.
He definitely does.
The adjusted average. They're number 1 in the league. If they had, they just push downfield, and they're getting a lot of that right now. And you see that on these runs, simple 3-4 yards.
1st and 10.
Toss.
Little pitch play.
Stevenson short side.
Steven tries to make something out of it, but loses 2 yards.
There's nowhere to go. So loss of 2. Isn't it something? You mentioned Tua before. It was really the talk of the week about the way that was handled, from the hit he took last Sunday, and then, of course, that gruesome hit on Thursday night. The NFL and the NFL Players Association are discussing potential changes to the concussion protocol, but right now, none have been made, but we've lost a quarterback here in this game to a concussion. Brian Hoyer out for the rest of the game. Zappe facing 2nd and 12.
Throw, and that's incomplete.
Aguilar,
3rd and 12.
He stood in there nice, just the ball was a little low. Good route by Aguilar, but to your point, I think the league knows.
Bruno Mars versus Frank Sinatra.
They're obviously discussing potential changes. But right now, obviously, they haven't made any, but they're always trying to improve, right? And they want to protect the players.
Oh, he should have caught that.
And things
Right
usually
through
come
his
to the
hands.
forefront when you see things on TV that are very hard to watch. And we all wish 2 of the best. And Brian Hoyer. And Amos for the passes.
Absolutely. That was a good, well-thrown ball, by the way, by Zappe. Should have been caught. 3rd and 12. Let's go screen here to Stevenson. Again. Nowhere to go. So many Packers
2-yard gain,
surrounding him,
4th and
including Gary,
10.
who
This
ends
will
it,
lead to,
and that'll bring back Bailey to
England
punt for the 3rd time.
field
Great
goal.
adjustment by Green Bay
punt.
on that drive. They really started to get people down
Side
around
of
the
the field.
box. They usually like to play with a small count box, I call it, where the safeties are high, and they're like, you can try and run it a little bit. They brought the safeties down, put everyone near the line of scrimmage, and said,
I don't see it happen in this
rookie,
game for Zappe.
You're going to have to throw it to beat us. You're not going to be able just to run it right at us over and over again.
So Bailey's last punt was his longest of the season, went 59 yards. And this one flies all the way into the end zone. 62 yards, but they'll bring it out to the...
So, yeah, that's going to lead us to a quick little commercial break. Patriots are in shambles right now. This is tough. You got a rookie quarterback out there who does not know what he's doing, to say the least. So, for Patriots to have any kind of chance in this game, it's going to be all on the defense. Literally, it's most likely all on the defense at this point. Jacoby Myers is not good. He is in New England. He's hurt. He's out. So we're in a quick commercial break, guys. 606 viewers, 130 likes. We need to get to our next goal of 150 likes, 150 thumbs up, guys. We need 20 more. It's 20 more likes, 20 more thumbs up, and we'll get to that 150 mark. Thanks for the support, guys. Thanks for being here. Sunday football. This is game 3 of our 4-game series. One more game after this. That's going to be the Buccaneers and the Chiefs. That's going to be your Sunday night football game, and that will be the last one for the night. I will also be streaming Monday Night Football, your 49ers and the Rams, and that should be a good one, without a doubt. Oh yeah, I think Myers is good, without a doubt. The Pack by 20. Yeah, I mean, with the way things are going, we'll see.
Get great.
They didn't give a time frame as far as when Myers was going to come back. I think this is totally going to be one of those grind-out games.
1265 Lombardi
because the Patriots
Avenue.
defense is kind of doing their job.
One of the great places, if not the best place to ever watch an NFL game, especially when the weather's like this. But maybe you like it when it's wintertime, too.
Tradition and history just reach me coming here. It's so special.
We'll be here January 1st, I
Deep
believe.
throw,
Just
and that's incomplete.
off the shoulder of Watson. Yeah, that's
That gives you memories of the first play of the year that he could have.
Thanks a lot, Richard
ran
Jones.
away. You see the speed and everything. That ball just kind of tailed at the end, like almost like the wind just kept drifting it a little bit, but ball just kind of hung outside.
the first play
I
of the
wanted
year.
him to adjust a little bit there,
Yeah.
right? That's the thing. You always are like, oh, that was such a big moment for you as a youngster.
That first game of the year, he had tremendous spacing past Patrick
Second and
Peterson.
10.
Pass was
So
perfect.
the juice, everything, and you're
Yep.
so excited, and then it's dejection for a Patrick fan.
And that's going to be a 2-yard run
That's
from
Dillon
Dillon.
for 2 yards.
3rd and 8.
Well, talked about Dillon. These running backs, they get them both on the field. We call that pony personnel. And the reason they really started to ramp it up last week is because they're two of the best players, skill players on the team. And so how do we get our best players on the field? Well, they're so versatile, Jim. And that's the only way you could do it is because one guy can block, the other one can run. They both can catch. You know, I mean, they both do all of this stuff, and then all of a sudden they can go out and run a flat route. They can run a slant, and that gives teams trouble because you don't know whether to be in base personnel or
3rd and
a
9.
lot of defensive backs.
3rd and 9. We're 21 minutes into the game. And Aaron Rodgers has thrown 4 passes. The 5th is on the way.
Another
Down
deep
the
throw,
field,
overthrown.
Over the head of
And
Lazard.
that's a 3 and
Couple
out.
Patriots back there defending.
It's just like I said, guys, this thing,
And that'll bring on the
I don't
punting
know.
team.
I had no idea.
2 go routes of the 5 passes.
You would think that Rodgers would take complete advantage of the fact that there's a rookie quarterback in the game that
that's
doesn't
the thing is just the separation there.
know what to do.
That was always a Devontae Adams,
But
route and catch. It's like
he's looking
he would just
almost
kinda
like the
put it
rookie right now.
within a vicinity, and Adams would come down. Now it's like a really small window, and these guys that it just doesn't look like they're all in sync consistently.
That's O'Donnell. Heading to the sideline on the far side. And how far
That's what
up
I'm
will
saying.
they go?
I don't get
We
it.
do have a marker as well.
So like Aaron knew the timing of his receivers, right? When he had the guys he'd been around for a long time. Now it's like, why did he break in a little bit sooner, later? Why is he not getting his head around earlier? I don't know whether to throw it on a line to him or throw it so he can see it higher. That just takes time. But Rodgers will figure it out. And when you got 2 backs, it gives you a chance in a great defense to be winning football games while you're trying to figure it out.
During the kick, personal foul, illegal blindside block against the kicking team, number 22.
Wow.
Excuse me, against the return team, number 22.
Very different.
That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the kick. First down, timeout.
That's Adrian Hill, our referee, and we'll
All right.
step aside
So
here in the
that's
second
going to lead
quarter.
us to another quick commercial break. Score is still 7-3. Packers up. 8 minutes and 52 seconds left. And the second quarter here. Patriots have the ball. Even the refs are third stringers. Yeah. Yeah, this is brutal. I'm not too sure about the Mac Jones timeline. Hold on. It says that he returns to practice on Friday. So he was at practice. What's up, Grace? Rich Gang in the building. Yeah, it's not given an exact timeline, but Mac Jones was at practice.
Stream games live on your mobile.
Turf field, bearing.
Shout out to you, Mike.
The Patriots from the 25.
It was a special one there. Appreciate you showing that. A little surprising me there.
The handoff to Harris. Hey, just since you've been in Lambeau coming back from that, I mean, it's been emotional for you to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't gone back to see, a football game since I left in 1998 because
you've been busy.
You're in football your whole life, so you're always playing or you're announcing. But the honor, I mean, it was just incredible. It's humbling, and it just makes you feel so special to have your kids, your parents, your wife, your sister. I mean, it was just one of those rare nights that you don't get to feel all the time, and no one deserves that, but it was really, really one of the great nights, and I'll remember forever. Burlington's home.
Second and 5.
I love all the people there.
There's a little trick play. It's Bourne who has it, and he's racing out to
Bourne
the
gets
25.
15 yards.
And congratulations, and yes, you do deserve it. Very cool to see the family there. Romero, Joan.
Yeah, my boys got to be ball boys and water boys for a game, and it felt like they were in an NFL game out there. And they saw a lot of this. Burlington with a big victory, and Bourne the run.
Yeah.
Little reverse there.
And Zappe, the quarterback, like you, Tony, grew up in a small
It's going to be a bunch of handoffs and short passes from the rookie.
Well, his story is
65,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's bigger than Burlington.
That's bigger than Burlington.
That's bigger than Burlington.
It's quite a bit.
On his way between Houston and Corpus Christi. Here's a first down. Rolling. Throwing.
And incomplete.
Short of the mark.
That's the one thing is he actually came out as one of the better, natural throwers of the football. So you expect some of these throws, but I know that the nervousness, just everything's so huge. But he actually his story. He started at Houston Baptist. NAIA. Okay, set a ton of records. His offensive coordinator and him leave to Western Kentucky.
They go together.
Sets all these records there, and then all of a sudden he's a 4th-round draft pick. Patriots. Now all of a sudden, game 4 at Lambeau. Here you go. If you're a natural thrower, we're going to need you today.
2nd and 10. He hands it off to Harris.
And Harris gets a couple. Third down.
Down to you.
Jim, no surprise, Bailey Zappe getting help from everyone down here before he took the field. He spent a lot of time huddled with the O-line, talking with the center, David Andrews. Certainly communication in this environment is difficult, especially for a rookie quarterback in the loudest, largest place he's ever played. Talked to quarterback coach Joe Judge, Matt Patricia, then Bill Belichick came over and he said,
3rd and 9, and Smith is limping off the field.
Jonnu Smith limped to the sideline. That's a New England team that's committed 8 turnovers through the first 3 games. That's the most in Belichick's 23 years in New England through 3. It's a 3rd and 9, trying to be careful, trying to get a
throw.
first.
That's a catch.
And they are able to push back Henry
just short,
after the catch.
4th and 1.
About 2 yards shy. That's Stokes.
Well, and that's the big thing is like protect the football. And it was a good play there. You could see how your head's looking everywhere. You're all over the place. And then he makes a good throw at the end. But welcome to the NFL.
How you doing, man?
With a hit like that. But, you know, he rushed out of the, the pocket, the safe spot. And that's just because you're just trying to calm down and get things, not to be so crazy. And it's going to take. After halftime, he should settle in a little bit.
Took a pretty good shot to the helmet.
Well, you're going to. This 3rd down defense, these guys are incredible. They have a great front, great secondary, great linebackers.
It's Bailey.
Decent punt.
In the field of play, and it's fair caught.
Packers will take it at their
Rodgers, 37-yard punt. Got the job done right there. Back in 30 after this from Progressive Insurance.
At Progressive.
All right, so quick commercial break. All right, guys, we are at 689 viewers, 153 likes. The next goal is going to be 200, guys. 200 likes, 200 thumbs up. So make sure you're still smashing that thumbs up button. It is much appreciated. And of course, I do thank you guys for the support. Sunday football. This is the 3rd game that I've streamed today. Last game is going to be the Buccaneers and Chiefs. So make sure you stick around. Sunday Night Football coming up after this.
Yards in this first half, inside 6 minutes to go. It's Jones' turn.
Jones is going to get 2 yards.
And only a gain of about a yard. They just continue to run the football. That is now 11 rush attempts for Green Bay. The one that went for the touchdown was by Watson, the wide receiver. Matt LaFleur in his 4th year. Got quite a record here in his early going in terms of win percentage. Through 50 games is the highest of anybody.
And that's the 1st down and more.
And a run by Lazard as New England tried to strip it out of his arms.
Well,
thanks a lot, living in my own world.
Lazard runs an out route, and that's one guy you kind of trust. You can see it just by the timing of that throw and these other ones. It's an out route, and that ball's out on time, flattened to the sideline, and then the effort at the end, well done by Lazard. But Aaron is almost allowing us to, all right, everyone, we can run the ball, we can do all this. I'll go with this for a little while, but then eventually I'm going to get in shotgun here. And kind of just say,
1st and 10.
1st down and 2nd, and not just do this all day.
Here's Dillon.
Dillon fighting. And he's going to get about 7.
In the middle of the field and give him 6. Yeah, Matt LaFleur, as far as overall record, 43-14 regular season percentage. This is all time through 50 games, highest win percentage. Of course, Guy Chamberlain, who could forget? Guy Chamberlain, your guy.
He was
John
incredible.
Madden, Vince Lombardi.
And Guy Chamberlain was right around 98 to 2010. No, it was 1898.
There you go.
He was way back, but he was obviously incredible. And Madden, everyone knows. That's quite the list right there. Matt LaFleur showing off the athleticism.
2nd and 4.
And his brother Mike, by the way, the New York Jets offensive coordinator. What a drive they put together at the end of the game today at Pittsburgh to win that one, to go to 2-2.
Yeah, and Zach Wilson's first start this year.
Yep.
And that's another young. There's so many good young quarterbacks right now, and that's why I think there's a lot of parity in the league, and you're not seeing any easy games.
No.
It's like everything's a challenge.
By the way, Wednesday set sail
Is
across
anyone
the
like really
Mediterranean with
been
real
paying attention to all these like these injuries, especially to like the the top rookies, and it's been a really weird season. Like everybody's hurt, and it really makes you wonder why. Like what's been going on? You know, what's like going on with the conditioning of the players?
3 tight ends up. They only have 2 tight ends up today. And that, for a team who wanted to come in to run the football, that's a huge blow to what you really were trying to do.
2nd and 4. Rodgers.
Throw incomplete.
Something was a miss.
3rd and 4.
The pass was closer to Belichick than anyone else. Let's go back to New York. JB and Nate have it.
Raiders will take it any way they can get it.
That's right. Russell Wilson hands it off to Melvin Gordon. Deron Harmon knocks the ball out. And right place, right time. Amik Robertson picks it up, and he is
Scoop
gone.
and score.
That is 68 yards to the house. Amik is only 5'8", but he plays like he's 6'4". The Raiders, they are up 16-10.
Back to Jim Nance.
Ben, you're right. Raiders are taking it any way they can. And still smarting from that loss against Arizona. They should have won. They were up 20. Looking for the first W. 3rd and 4 for Rodgers.
Throw another incomplete.
Defensive.
That's another 3 and out
to give them
for Green Bay.
nothing. That was Judon with the pressure.
Well, he's Judon one-on-one on the outside, and you see earlier in the game, he got around Jenkins. He does here. Now watch this. This is Belichick right here. He's going to line a DB there just so Judon gets to go one-on-one. And that's where, some of the great coaches, Barry does a good job on the other side as well. But if that defensive back is off 5 yards, now Judon gets, a double team on him instead of one-on-one. So much little stuff like that.
They're on the return.
Patriots will get this after 21. Jones still in the run, gets around the edge. And makes it to the 50.
Was all the way to the Green Bay
give the
side
rookie
of the field.
some
We'll be back in 30 after this.
some excellent field advantage.
We decided it's time.
Yeah, this is weird, right? They were calling for a complete shutout. They gave Green Bay 10 points. And like I said, this could be the upset. And everybody said I was crazy. But I said this could be the upset. If this kid finds a way to win, it's going to be an interesting conversation. What's up, Salvador? I'm doing good, man. How are you?
To the house when he's at the University of Houston, taken in the 3rd round. And your Guy Chamberlain, he was the coach of
first
the
and 10.
Bulldogs, the Cleveland Bulldogs, the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets, and the Chicago Cardinals. Just to clarify that.
And that's where Zappe played all his college ball, all his places.
Zappe on the
Here he's
move.
buying time and just, again,
It's
not
going to
gonna
be
do anything silly
incomplete
right
on
now.
the first throw.
He got the lecture on the sideline, and he's following the script, and they're hanging in this game
not
with
today,
3 minutes to
Bucky.
go in the first half.
Yeah, they are. And here's the thing. Right now, you're going to see a blitz off this side. But if you watch down here at the bottom, this is going to be one-on-one. He's just come out
Michelle, it was
here to throw
crazy.
this one-on-one down
Crazy
here.
game. Came
And
back
he's looking
from
to the right
3
side where
to
the safety's
17.
double-teamed. Well, it was protected enough, but his eyes are going to the wrong spot right now. And that's why I said it might take till after halftime for him to kind of get calmed and settled.
2nd and 10.
You're just looking at the rush trying to survive a little bit right now.
He's 4 for 8 for 16 yards.
Quick little
Really
throw.
safe short passes,
Stevenson, juke.
Wiggle,
And
then taken down.
it's going to get 7 yards. So
And
3rd
David
and 3.
Andrews with a nice block out there, the center, number 60. So I got a 3rd and 3 on the way.
Said the best time to go shopping is when the
First
game's
thing
on.
you're going to do is,
Without a doubt.
obviously, you're trying to get first down. This is 4-down territory to me. So you could run the football here if you're Matt Patricia. Joe Judge also helping out quite a bit.
Yeah, a little bit of everybody. Got the head coach, a couple of former guys who were head coaches who come back.
So inside here, you see they're going to hand it up up the middle. This time it's going to be a little tougher.
3. Stevenson on his feet gets a first down and more.
Well done.
And he's at the Green Bay 35.
Rudy Ford
8-yard run.
Down, gain of 8 and a first.
Yeah, not unlike Aaron Jones I talked about on the other side. Stevenson's really good, you know, after contact and being patient and finishing. And that was just a handoff right up the middle. It shouldn't have been that open. Really good job by New England's front offensive line of creating the hole and the patience from Stevenson. And now you're keeping him on the sideline.
Yeah.
Right? That was a huge first down.
2 minutes to go.
Oh, and they're playing Coolio. That man, it's unfortunate. You know, he was young. Rest in peace to Coolio. So Patriots have the ball at the Green Bay 35, 1st and 10. We're in a 2-minute warning. So yeah, 2 minutes left in the second before we get to halftime. Yeah. What's up, Mike? Quick commercial break, guys. As far as votes go, we're still at 354 votes, 74% for the Packers. 74%. Still holding it down. Quick shout outs to Jody Gafford, Tamara Quam, Eric D'Amico, and Jacqueline Haberstro for subscribing. Thanks a lot, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Thanks for being here. As we get through this commercial break, we have 711 viewers, 163 likes. The next like goal, guys, is 200 likes. We need 37 more likes, 37 more thumbs up, and we'll get to that 200. That's our next goal, guys, 200 likes. Black Dragon, yes, sir.
Excuse.
So, you guys think the rookie's going to get his first touchdown on this series?
Verizon halftime report.
Just hoping we see something
Zappe
exciting.
and the Patriots like to do a little business before.
All right, 1st and 10.
They got a first down at the 35 of Green Bay. And that's Stevenson plowing ahead for 5 more. Tracy.
Jim, the injuries piling up for the Patriots. Tight end Jonnu Smith, he is in the locker room with a right ankle injury. Questionable to return. And an update on the Packers safety Adrian Amos. He has been officially ruled out with a concussion.
Wow, another.
Yeah, we could do that, Black Dragon. I'm down, bro.
Fortunate to bring up Marcus Cannon, though.
That'd be cool.
That was the jumbo tackle. He's going to play. He's in there right now, so he'll be an extra offensive lineman acting as if he's a tight end. So you know you're going to be running the ball.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
But that's why I
shoot me an email. It's on my
did have a plan, but right
it's on my about page.
It's going to be hard for him to go out and catch a lot of passes when you got to tackle at tight end right there. We'll see. He's probably going to block. Just a guess.
2nd and 5. Zappe.
Quick throw.
Steps
Stevenson.
Up, completes it. And
that's
Stevenson.
a first down.
He's coming up with some plays here in this quarter. And another first down it is for New England.
Wow. You know, this could actually help. You know, Zappe, calm down. This could be possibly in the Patriots' favor. An extra O-lineman, you're going to get more time, right? He's going to stay in, and that allowed him to kind of scramble around. The game gets a little slower. Watch your right side, right there. Well, that would normally be a tight end one-on-one against Preston Smith, and that would not go very well. But that's why he had that extra half a second.
Patriots back in the spring had 3 fourth-round picks. And as they were leading into the draft, they thought that perhaps Zappe would be there in the 4th. He was on their list of players they wanted to go after.
So here's the thing that I'm seeing in this.
37th pick.
Bill Belichick has found a way to really slow this game down in his favor so that he can work with the rookie to make, I guess, to make it beneficial for him. So this, like I said, this could be interesting. Didn't have any time.
Is it out? He got just swallowed up by Gary.
We talked about earlier, the same thing that happened to Hoyer. You get a really wide rush off the side, and Isaiah Wynn can't get out there, and it looks like it's going to be Green Bay ball. Huge.
Rookie dropped the ball.
Monster play.
Green Bay recovers it.
You're in territory to get
recovers
points.
the fumble.
Change momentum. Belichick said, just protect the ball.
There it is.
Well, it's hard when a guy comes free off the right side and you're looking left.
Just clobbered him.
Isaiah Wynn can't get out of his stance fast enough. That's that really wide rush. When they get in that, you've got to get up into the pocket.
What point did the ball come out?
That's a good question.
This side will tell you.
Ooh. Gary's so good. I mean, that's the thing. You got Kenny Clark in the middle, so you got to keep guys inside. And then they put Gary really wide.
That's tough.
And he's a speed to power rusher, another first-round pick, 2019.
I think the Patriots may find a way to pull this off, considering their defense is
just an outstanding front here, and that's
superior at this point.
Going to be tough all day if you're going to drop back and pass.
No, I mean, you just look at what Rashawn Gary's done. He's talking about a game record. He's already taken Hoyer out of the game with the one hit. Now he's, let's see what the knee is. Oh, it's definitely out.
Oh, that was a perfect technique by Gary. You see that? As he's going in, he's stripping him.
And he forces the
first and 10
with the
for Green
Patriots
Bay.
in position to score before the intermission. 5 wides for Rodgers, who's thrown for only 38 yards in this first half.
Deep throw.
And for more of it right here.
Too much.
And that was to Cobb. Miles Bryant on the coverage.
Incomplete.
Coming up again, the Verizon halftime report, JB. And all the crew. There's Phil. And actually, Belichick made a comparison with Bailey Zappe with
Phil Sims. Okay.
Yeah. Thick body shape.
Congratulations.
You know,
thought he could throw the ball.
It can actually, he thinks, withstand his career develops.
The punishment that it takes.
Punishment.
Yep. Tough guy, and, you know.
2nd and 10.
Can spin it. Looks like Phil could throw it. I mean, he had a great
I don't know what's going on with Rodgers right now. I really don't.
Cobb actually had to move. Aaron, it was going to be a perfect completion, but Cobb had to slow up because one of the defenders came over.
Here's the second.
And Rodgers on the move. He's going to run and get a yard.
Pursuit
3rd and 9.
Holds him to just a yard or 2.
Yeah, and this is actually where you're probably not going to use a timeout if you're Green Bay. You're going to kind of try and get up a little bit quickly, but you don't want to go real fast because you don't want to give them 30 seconds. So get up, snap it around 22. If you get the first down, take a timeout.
3rd and 9.
There it is at 22.
Quick throw. That's a pick by the defense. That's a pick 6. I said it. The defense is going to have to win this game for him. There it is.
4th round pick. I really liked him watching it.
Wow.
He said earlier he's got an instinct for it, and I think you're going to see him here a long time. But he just read the route and ran it for Lazard. It's a comeback, and Rodgers is trying to throw it on time and in rhythm. But Jack Jones runs the route for him. Watch this at the top. He cuts before Lazard.
Oof,
and then from
what
there,
a play on the defense.
You see the instincts. What a pick and draft pick. They got a player here.
Yes, they do. And remember, I just talked about how they had 3 picks in the 4th round and that Bailey Zappe was on that list. They were thinking about Zappe, but they liked Jack Jones, and they went with him first.
You're exactly
before
right.
They went to Zappe in that 4th round.
He's got more points today than
Zappe. How about he's got a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, an interception, and a run back for a touchdown.
Extra point is good,
New England leads
and that's going to
10-7
make your score
with 13 seconds
10-7 New England up.
I've never seen this. I mean, really. I mean, Rodgers is so rare and special to look this.
Look at this, a second
out of
interception.
sequence.
Return for a touchdown at Lambeau in his career out of over 3,500 pass attempts.
Oh my goodness! I tell you, his last 25 home games, he's 23-2. He's got 59 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
Yep.
For him to throw an interception at home is a big deal.
And only
Pick
the
to the
second
house,
time.
he said. Oh,
Rodgers has been playing
Only
sloppy the
second
whole
time one's
first
been returned
half.
here at Lambeau on him.
The
And
whole
by the
first
way,
half he's been playing sloppy.
That was in his career against New England. He's played New England sparingly. He got hurt in the game in 06 when he came into the game, broke his foot. He missed the 2010 matchup. But he's now got 110 career throws against New England. And that is the first time he's ever been intercepted by a Patriot.
Wow.
There's frustration right there. Because you could tell, I mean, he's had some guys what look kind of open deep, right? But there's all these subtle little movements that the guy does where I'm like, oh, he just let go of the ball. They can't make that move that late in it, and the timing is off. It doesn't look in rhythm with, you know, the cohesiveness of that, and that's going to take some time. I mean, I don't see that changing like overnight.
I don't know. O'Neal, I don't know.
There's the kick down to the goal line.
Green Bay's going to take it out. They're going to make it down to the 35.
35-yard return. Remember, Green Bay did defer at the top, so they will have the football to start the third quarter. And look what he's done here on his last.
Listen, I don't think there's
8
anybody
attempts, he's completed one
who
of his last 8.
Well, they played zone
predicted
early in
that
the game. You got that slant right away. And then
New England
after
would be
that,
up
Belichick
10-7
said, we're not
at
gonna
the
allow
half.
that to continue.
I don't
So
think
then he gets
anybody
into
did.
a lot more man coverage.
But
They
I
played a
did
ton of
predict
small man.
that
But
New
some of the
England would
fronts and stuff
upset.
have given Green Bay a little trouble.
And that's what we're potentially seeing right
they're
now.
getting up guarding these guys consistently. Obviously here, this is aggressive to snap this ball. And might just be a handoff.
Quick throw.
Quick throw.
It's Lazard.
Lazard's going to be tackled, and that's going to take us down to halftime, guys. Your
I
score
think it called timeout
is
right before.
10.
Did they get it or no?
Patriots, 7 Green Bay Packers. And we're at halftime, guys. I said it. I said don't be surprised. Patriots up 10-7. Be right back. Yo. Oh, Black Dragon, that's hilarious, yo. Unfair quarterback contest. Aaron Rodgers is overmatched right now. Overmatched. This rookie hot shot, Bailey Zappe. Bailey Zappe just came out balling. That's why it's a 3-point game. Oh. J Love, maybe later, bro. Like later tonight. It's possible. Might make that happen. All right, guys, we're getting ready for the second half. Coming up shortly here. All right, where we at? Ron Duffney, which Jones, bro? Which one are you talking about? Bledsoe 2.0. Shane 01, do you think Eagles are Super Bowl contenders? It's like, it's so easy to get caught up in the hype, yo. Like, that's not to like discredit like Jalen Hurts, because he's definitely balling. But it's like, you know, can he get to the playoffs first? You know? Get to the playoffs, and then you know, we see what really happens, you know? Shout out to Gorilla Gains for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the family. Eric Fleming not believing the score. Yeah, the score is very much real. Very much real. And I called it. I called it. Patriots for the upset.
So yes, they can do this. But the biggest thing is Zappe. Can he calm the nerves a little bit and make a couple of big-time throws? Because Rodgers, he's going to make some big-time throws before this thing is done. We know that's coming at some point, but we don't know if the other kid can yet.
Yeah, you know the numbers aren't going to look in the second half for Aaron like they did in the first half. 4 of 11, 44 yards, and the pick that went back the other way. Tamari Rodgers on the return. And that is a quick tackle by Cody Davis. Tracy.
So Green Bay has the ball.
For the second straight week, this Packers offense is struggling. Matt LaFleur came out of the locker room shaking his head. He said, we need to do a better job in the pass game. We must handle the pressure, and we need to be more consistent with the run. I spoke with Bill Belichick as he went into the locker room, and he is obviously pleased with the defensive effort. They're winning the turnover battle, but he needs to see better execution from Bailey Zappe.
Only 250 total yards by the two teams combined, with 3 giveaways and only 1 offensive touchdown. As the first snap of the third is going to be a pass play. Rodgers swings it over, and over the head it goes of Christian Watson.
And that's incomplete.
This
Second
is
and
all
10.
because Matthew Judon on the edge kind of is like, I'm rushing, I'm not rushing. He's looking at Rodgers, and Rodgers has to throw it over the top. But too many, plays like that so far. You'll see number 9, Judon. He's like, okay, I'm going to rush now. And then Aaron, oh, no, I'm going to stay here. And then he has to throw it over the top of him. But just the execution Belichick was talking about, that's the same thing for Green Bay. I mean, I think you're going to see them get a little aggressive and spread it out a little bit and let Aaron go to work.
2nd and 10. Jones is the running back with 3 wide. Pass.
Another incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Well, that's all the man coverage you're seeing. The secondaries playing outstanding.
There's the first half numbers.
Yeah, I can do that, Shane.
Yards.
I mean, right now we do like a every week prediction
video.
Almost
2-1.
But that's something that we can add.
Of New England. It has now forced Green Bay into a very quick 3rd and 10 here.
Good idea.
On this opening drive of quarter 3.
That was a well-designed play, good route by Dobbs, but just better defense right there by Jones.
1 of 5 today on 3rd down. Down the field it goes.
It's a nice catch. Lazard for 32 yards.
Airtight coverage. It was all thanks to Alan Lazard. A play that goes for 32.
Aaron under pressure. Judon's staring down on him, and you see on the outside, this was exactly what you'll see right up the middle. Here comes, and he throws that thing the only spot. Aaron got that off early. That reminded me of an Adams throw on the sideline where that ball gets up early. It's a little flatter, and it gives the guy, the receiver, the only guy a chance to turn and see the ball.
Longest play of the game for either side. That came on the 3rd and 10. And now on 1st down is Jones.
Jones, big run for a 1st down. 12 yards
Jenkins
on the carry.
Helped him on that right side. It's a rush of 12 for Jones.
Well, you're going to see Mercedes Lewis right here. He does such a good job. One of the more unsung heroes on this team as he goes and creates the wide block. And that's one thing. He's not going to catch 20 balls, right? He's not going to have an 8-catch game or anything, but he does all the dirty work, and that's why they're able to run on the edges, inside. He's one of those guys that we talk about with Marcus Cannon on the other side.
You're talking about Mercedes Lewis in his 17th year. Yes, he does a lot
Pitch
of the
play.
dirty work. And that is Jones getting tripped up for no gain. 9 carries, 67 yards. We've been now touting this thing we call under the radar to give some props to some players we don't normally talk about. Let's talk a little bit more about what you just said about Mercedes Lewis.
Yeah, you see him. He's that tight end, but most of the time you're looking as a defensive end and a D coordinator, we want that matchup. A tight end's got to block my defensive end? Well, we're going to be loving that as a defense, but not this guy. He actually allows you to go out there, just like I was talking about Cannon, the tackle coming in. He can go one-on-one against
2nd and 10.
Comfortable. And that's a huge difference.
Of course, he spent so much of his career down in Jacksonville. Did Lewis.
Pitch play.
Here's a little
big hit.
To Watson. And again,
and
finding
Watson
ways to
gets
give him the
8
football.
yards,
He scored
3rd
a
and
touchdown
2.
15 yards out on a handoff in that 2nd quarter. And that one is a pass play that goes for 8 more.
Yeah, you love that as a quarterback. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and get a completion. We're going to get 10 yards, and I did nothing.
What up, Ron?
Except
What's up, bro?
give you a loaf of bread right in front of you.
You know, back in your day, not that it was that long ago, you didn't get many little easy ones like that.
Yeah, I'm still upset about it.
You are.
I mean, it was like, why can't we throw the ball a foot in front of me?
Now everybody does it.
Yeah, Holmes gets 8 touchdowns a year. I got one in my. I could have been a contender.
Could have been.
Run from Dylan.
Pushed
He
back,
only
but I
gets a
think he got
yard.
to the sticks.
That's going to be
Well,
4th
now
and
the
1.
line judge has come over, and I think marked it a little bit short. You know Matt LaFleur is going to go for it.
I would kick the field goal.
Yeah, he's going to go for this one.
I would kick the field goal.
The interesting thing is just, you know,
all right, they're going for it.
Lawrence Guy is a big guy inside. He's not there for New England today, and that's going to, you know, he's the guy you.
So let's not tie it up. We'll see what happens.
Stepped up. Judon. Here it is, 4th and a foot.
Little pitch play, plenty of space.
There, and off he goes.
And it worked.
With a little stiff arm on McCourty to boot. Give credit to Lazard for helping opening that up. A gain of 17, and they're driving right down the field on this opening possession.
Ron, Jones had an injury to his
this
leg.
Was outstanding. 48. Tavi just gets confused. You're thinking 4th and 1. You're going to go down, and as soon as you go
for the
take
pass.
That step inside, you're already done, and you're going to see Jones' speed just take off.
All right, so 1st and 10.
11. They've driven 70 yards to this point in 8 plays. That's Dillon. Able to hold off. And
Dillon's going to fight for a yard.
And fight for a yard.
2nd and 9.
Advanced it down the field on a 3rd and 10 conversion, and then a 4th and 1 conversion.
Well, the big play was obviously the one down the right sideline to Lazard, and that was a perfect throw and catch. And we've seen Aaron do that forever, but outside of that, I mean, we haven't really seen any play that looked like. I mean, they've tried
most def, Shane.
But that didn't look close.
Lazard and Aaron Jones have almost 160 yards, 196 total yards for Green Bay in this game.
And you see the pony personnel we showed you earlier. 2 running backs in, 33. Jones moves outside.
Timeout called by Rodgers as the play clock was down to 1. Chance to tell you about
9.
Next Saturday. A full day and night of college football begins, 2:30 Eastern. The drive to Atlanta and college football today before the games. Then an SEC on CBS.
Shane, no, not really, bro.
Kicks off Auburn,
you know, you just got to move around. And
Georgia. And in prime time, Texas
you got to get up and do all that kind of stuff.
Alabama. That's Saturday.
Like, I wouldn't recommend sitting through that. You got to definitely got to move around. You know.
Harris just looking on.
Ron, I'm good, bro. How are you?
It was all about playing in the SEC. So again, Judon remains out. He has made
2nd
plays
and
throughout
9.
this game.
What's
He's
up,
not
Into?
out here for this 2nd and 9.
Well, they got 2 tight ends in, Jim, so you're expecting more of a protection type of thing, a handoff. You don't necessarily need him to just go against the run on every play.
Here's the handoff to Jones.
And Jones gets a couple yards, but there is a flag. So this is coming back.
And he's able to turn it into a little game, minimal game, maybe 3.
These are huge penalties down here in the red zone because yards are hard to come by because defense has numbers. So if you get a
holding offense, number 69, 10-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
It's Bakhtiari.
2nd and 19.
Flag for that. That's the first penalty on the Packers in this game.
What's up, D-Scrib?
Well, you'll see the left side of your screen right here. And he's holding Tavi right there, and he's going to get called at the point. Point of attack, basically where the ball is going right past you. They can see that.
So that takes it back from that point to the 20 for a 2nd and
go.
19.
Rodgers deep pass to the middle, and that's a touchdown for Green Bay.
Tunyon has it for the score.
Tunyon, 20-yard pass.
Well, never mind the penalty. Rodgers just slings it right down the middle of the field, on the mark for 20 yards in the touchdown.
Well, that's the Rodgers we know.
All Aaron Rodgers, and then obviously at the end, Tunyon does a great job protecting his throw. Aaron's going to look left. Look at this. He's keeping the safety left, and then boom, right back and ball out on a
beautiful pass.
And that's a veteran quarterback who knew where he was going. You'll see it right here. He looks left and then fires it right back. The safeties didn't have time.
Crosby, extra point.
Extra point is good.
It's good. They've been looking for Tunyon to get back to
we
the
have
way he was
ourselves
a couple of years
a
ago when he
4-point
scored
game now.
a ton of touchdowns.
Yes, you're right, and they need that. This offense
4-point game.
look like it's clicking.
All right. So 14-10, Packers back up as Rodgers looked like he's gained his footing back in the game. All right, guys, 823 viewers, 204 likes. Next goal is going to be 250, guys. 250 likes is the next goal. Make sure you are smashing that like, that thumbs up button. It is much appreciated. We just need 45 more likes, 45 more thumbs up. Shout out to D Scrib, Eddie Gattis, Game Changer, for all subscribing. Thanks a lot, guys. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to the family. Thanks a lot, Into. Michael, what are you talking about, bro? Shout out to Chili Dill for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the family.
As the Packers, I mentioned earlier how they had all these conversions, 3rd and 10, 4th and 1, 2nd and 19 goes, in fact, for a touchdown. And now we'll see Bailey Zappe and the Patriots with their first possession of the second half. Tunyon, by the way, tore an ACL last year. It was 2 years ago when he had 11 touchdowns. Here's the kick. It's a short one. It's Marcus Jones. He's already had one fine run back. He's got another good one. But we got another marker, too. It's out at the 36-yard line. Excited about what Jones is going to be able to give them in the return game. It's also a corner.
Holding during the return. That 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul. First down, New England.
How about we give a little love to our SAP announcer, Armando Quintero. Here's his call of that touchdown a moment ago.
Rodgers está en la formación escopeta. Dos alas abiertas para la derecha, uno para la izquierda. Rodgers va para atrás. Rodgers, zona de anotaciones. Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown, Green Bay!
No problem, Game Changer. Thanks a lot for being here, man.
I see you, Armando. Show it off.
CBS Sports proudly celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Well, you think Zappe had a chance to, you talked about how dry mouth you had to be at the start. You got to play a good part of the first half to go in at halftime. As he settled in, what do you think?
Play action.
Play action. That's a pretty good start right there. That's to Bourne.
That's a nice catch to Bourne.
When I talked earlier, I said the first half is going to be crazy. He's going to see 16 defenders out there. You're going to feel like you can't slow down. Your brain just is going. I remember coming into the first game, you don't have a week to prepare like you're playing. You just get thrown in, and you're just trying to, you're a chicken with his head cut off just all over the place. And once you get a little bit into it, now you kind of be like, okay, take a breath, get back to your fundamentals. And then
you don't think so, Michelle?
You'll see he can throw the football. You can't. You actually can't breathe out there the first time you're playing in the National Football League.
Again, he's comfortable coming out of the gun. They knew that, but
he's going to take a sack and lose about
he's covered up by 3 Packer linemen,
5 yards.
Dean Lowry.
And this was the issue. You can't hold the ball against these guys. 5-man rush.
Preston Smith also.
I mean, anything's possible,
marker.
bro. Anything's possible. There's a flag down. As
big call here because
Zappe was sacked.
Put him in a hole.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense, number 97. 15-yard penalty and the down count.
Well, 97 is actually Kenny Clark.
Ronnie, I've been at it since
97 defense. It should
8 a.m., bro.
Is defense number 97.
I'm 3 games in, so you got to bear with me.
Automatic first down.
I didn't think there was a 97 on the Patriot offense.
Yeah, I was
last time we checked. Okay, so that's a big one. Brings the football to the 50.
Well, you're going one-on-one, and you'll see at the end, these guys, Andrews and him, they're having a battle today, and I think the penalty comes when he actually gets up. It's not there when he stands
What's
up.
Up, Trev?
He ends up almost headbutting Andrews right at the end there.
And David Andrews is someone we met with last night down in Appleton, and he knew he had a matchup today against one of the best. Here's Harris.
And Harris is going to get 5 yards.
Andrews in his 8th
Make it
year.
To
and he had a lot of
45.
Faith that the Patriots are going to play well in this game. It's not just because that's what you're supposed to say. Even-keeled guy, and his great uncle, Dan Reeves.
Yeah.
So the rookie settled in.
Dan Reeves.
And this is where it becomes a game.
Lambeau Field, there is Coach Reeves. We lost him recently. Should be in the Hall of Fame.
I told you, Trev. I called it, bro.
Assistant or head coach. And a fine gentleman, too, to boot. 2nd and 5.
Big run up the middle. Harris for 14 yards.
Andrews right there for 14 yards.
Well, here's the left guard, Strange, who's played really good this year. You're going to see him. It's a power play. We're bringing an extra guy with power coming over, and he kicks out 59 Campbell right there, and I like this kid.
And
finishes to the whistle. Reminds you of Logan Maitland's like mental toughness.
And Andrews was able to shield off Slayton in the middle.
Yes.
It's Harris again.
Harris, another big move, and he gets 7 yards.
That's the rookie Walker.
What are the chances of Pats winning?
This is
I don't know.
An outstanding job by Matt Patricia here, because
well, the win percentage for Green Bay right now is 69.4%.
As an offensive lineman to the
so
left,
with that theory, you'd say that Patriots have a 30% chance.
Then he switches to power, like you saw the play before that
and
one.
it's the same thing with the votes here. 71% for the Packers, 29% for the Patriots.
From the 24, it's a 2nd and 3. Harris has 26 yards rushing on this drive. They give it to him again.
Hand off to Harris, first down as they get to the Green Bay 20.
Yeah, you can't come here without thinking about the Ice Bowl. Dallas and Green Bay, the frozen tundra. And that's Meredith. Giving it to Reeves. Halfback option goes to Lance Rensel. Gave Dallas a 17-14 lead. Of course, Green Bay won at the other end. 21-17.
Was David Andrews in the stands?
So Pats are at the 20. Green Bay 20.
Just wanted to make sure.
All right, Ron, take care, bro.
Kramer had a pretty big block at the end of that game. And
so many of
the
those
epic
plays are
games.
legendary.
That's one of the epic games of all time. Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 20.
And it looks like a
with the flag.
delay of game.
Before the snap, delay game offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
KFC bowls for dinner.
Was going to come up. You saw the first
see you,
play
Mike.
when he comes in, Zappe. They jump off sides. It's a false start.
I see the Steelers finally put Kenny Pickett in the second half.
You're looking at everything, trying to get to the player, looking who's coming down to run the ball right or left, and you don't do what any veteran does. You got to look at the play clock while you're doing that, and you just get lost sometimes because you're trying to do a lot of things in a short amount of space.
Stevenson's the running back.
Got to look at the play clock.
But there it goes again.
Put it off. Another flag.
They were generous there.
Wow, they gave it to him.
They didn't beat it.
Deep throw. That's a catch.
Open man.
And that's a touchdown for the Patriots.
The touchdown is Devontae Parker. Oh, the Patriots got some kind of break right there.
That was 100%.
The refs literally gave them like 2 extra seconds past the 0.
For 3 seconds.
Literally gave it to him.
Almost 3 seconds. That should have been a delay of game. And if you are a Packer fan, you have every right to be livid right now. And if you're a Patriot fan, you're just saying, well, just making up for something else.
Well, here it is.
Take a look at this.
Wow. Play clock, 0, 1, 2. The ball comes out.
Goes for a 25-yard touchdown.
Are you kidding me?
Of course, first NFL touchdown strike. It goes to Devontae Parker. And the extra point is good. Scores 17-14 Packers.
Just for people out there, it's not reviewable, so you can't challenge it.
It's the first.
That's going to be probably the most controversial thing for the next 24 hours. 2 extra seconds past the play clock. 2. I counted it in my head. Wow. All right, so Patriots score 17, Green Bay 14, and this is, like I said, an interesting game. Gamer Chad fans, subscribe. Ryan Crandall, subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys. Welcome to the family. Thanks for being here. Smoking Dragon, what up, yo? Andrew put they Venmoed the refs. Man, listen. And you guys wonder why I said the Patriots might upset. This is why. You're seeing why right now. Jay, do you hate the Pats? No, I had the Pats for the upset. Immortal, two full Mississippis, you know? two full Mississippis, without a doubt. Now Aaron has his podium pouting excuse. Yeah, if the Patriots win this game, that's literally probably all they're going to talk about. Is this touchdown and the fact that he had 2 whole extra seconds to get the playoff. I counted 4 Omahas. Yeah. I mean, you can't make this up, yo. This is crazy. Like, anybody else would have got a flag. Let Josh Allen do that. It would have been 10 flags on the field. But you know.
Yes.
I see you, Jeravon. I'm telling you, this NFL's writing this script, man. They're writing the script. To Mississippi Gate. Yo, I ought to put that on a t-shirt, yo.
Patriots come right back and answer with a touchdown drive of their own. 7 plays, 75 yards, 4.5 minutes it took. Zappe to Parker, and New England back in front. 17-14. The kickoff by Bailey will be returned up at the 5. Amari Rodgers, and again, first contact made on him.
So Green Bay is going to take
Let's
this.
Bring in Gene's territory. Gene, you watched
21.
that. Tony's already mentioned it's not reviewable. Walk us through what just happened with that touchdown.
The normal mechanic, Jim, for the back judge who takes care of the play clock is when it gets to 0, he's watching the play clock 0. His eyes go from the clock to the center. If the ball hasn't moved at that time, he should call delay of game. That always gives us a little buffer, maybe of a half second or second. In this case, 2 or 3 seconds almost, as you guys have already alluded to. You've got to shut that down and call delay of game.
Well, I also wonder how many times you get back-to-back delay of game. So that's the back judge's job. So I don't think he was really prepared to have to do it right away again. So
thanks a lot, Kevin.
Thinking,
good point.
You know,
here's Dobbs. Jack Jones
Dobbs on the move, hard running.
Strip it, but it's going to be a good-sized gain
16
here.
yards.
We'll go back and look at it one more time.
Well, that's what you're looking at as a back judge, right? But when you just had it, it never comes up. So you kind of get to go through you know, your mechanics a little differently where you're like, I'm going to study this over here because that's never going to happen. And he's like, oh, that was not supposed to happen.
This was during the commercial, the back judge and our referee, Adrian Hill, talking about it.
So he actually,
Keith Ferguson was discussing it with Adrian.
When he puts his hand up in the air like he's pushing up, Jim, that means he thought that he reset, so he didn't even have to look.
Another big run here from Dillon for 9 yards. Second and 1.
You want to add to that?
Yeah, what you do in those situations, when the officials in an administrative fashion may be delayed sometime between the down, the back judge should recognize that, get to the referee by pumping that one hand up, signifying to the referee, pump the play clock back to 25 again. In this case, though, guys, we didn't have any delay.
Crazy cries, Bills Mafia in the house.
So pumping that play clock back up to 25 really would not have been necessary. They just need to get the play off before it gets to 0.
Okay, Gene, 2nd and 1 after a Dillon carry for 9 yards, his longest carry of the day, and there it goes again. The burst by Aaron Jones for a first.
Yeah, I mean, this run game is starting to get going, and you see this pony formation when they're both out there is giving the Patriots and a lot of teams a lot of trouble because you spread
first
the
and
box
10
out
after
all
the
of a sudden.
Jones 8-yard
now you
carry.
have numbers in your favor, and then you get a great back and an offensive line that
Green Bay's at New England's 46.
They've got 135 yards on the ground, 91 of it by Jones. Give him 92 actually on 11 handles. And first down.
Play action, quick pass in the middle. That's caught.
To
Lazard for 19 yards.
Have it at the 26.
Well, this is, you can see Lazard is starting to become the guy, right? That he really trusts in time. And look at this, the eye's got to come back right now, and the ball's almost there. And 48's just getting moved around to Vi today. Aaron's eyes are getting him to get displaced from his spot, and then right behind him.
That goes for 19 more. Rodgers in this quarter has thrown for 95 yards after 44 in the first half.
Well, you totally thought he was going to go for 44 in the second half, didn't you?
Sure.
Aaron would never figure it out.
I know. At the 27. It's Dillon. And he has another good first down carry for 5 more.
So 2nd and 5.
Well, remember who keeps running it? It's Jones, right? Pony formation again. I'll use that term 100 times, I think, today. But when they're in that, you've seen, you know, Jones run it so much that you're kind of expecting the run to go from left to right.
Crazy cries.
There's a big hole.
I've been a Bills fan for about 30 years now, bro.
Rodgers this week had a chance
30
to
years.
talk not only about what his coach has done, but the coach on the other sideline today and his deep respect for Bill Belichick.
It's hard not to, right?
Yeah, he's the best coach of all time, a living legend, ahead of the game for a long time.
And that's going to be a short gain for Dillon for 1 yard, leading to a 3rd and 4.
And Aaron Rodgers, you got a guy that's a 4-time NFL MVP, a Super Bowl MVP as well, but he's, of course, won the MVP the last 2 years, 4 overall. Belichick with the 6-time Super Bowl rings. You never know if he'll be here again to coach. It's been 8 years since the last time, if you go off the schedule. And 4 years later, Green Bay will be at New England. 4 years after that, then New England would come back here again.
Wow.
With the extra week, though, that you add, sometimes you get these interconference matchups. But it could be the last time Bill sees this field.
That's true. And by that time, Rodgers will be playing for
3rd and 5.
And Brady will be playing for the Packers.
3rd and 5. Pass caught.
Nice defense play. Phillips coming through.
Phillips. Jones brought down right
And that's
away.
going to be a 4th and 3. This will lead to
you can tie the game because it's
a
not
field goal,
short,
most likely.
But you also got Aaron Rodgers and Phillips.
Well, it's got
really
4th
good
and
job.
3. You're talking about a field goal of about 38 yards.
You don't go
to
for
tie
this.
it as time's running out on the quarter.
They're going to go for this.
Snap it here. They don't want to.
Well, Aaron does a good job on
They're
it.
trying to get him offside here.
Bill called timeout.
Oh, New England still had some players that weren't off the field.
Wow.
So Belichick called the timeout from the sideline.
Smart move,
There were a
Belichick.
couple Patriots
Smart move.
that were sprinting to that far
Smart move,
sideline.
Bill.
It's the Aaron Rodgers
They tried to
special,
get him.
right? He gets
They
up,
tried to
and all of a
get
sudden, as soon as he sees you, tries to substitute.
Oh,
he goes,
Bill is a
boom, here we go, snap the
mastermind.
ball.
That's
Well,
for
he's
sure.
Belichick smartly was running. Look it up top here. You'll see Belichick come sprinting in at the top of your screen. Right there. I don't think he knew that. You see the 12th guy on the top right. Good job by our guys to get that one on there.
So it's going to bring out Crosby in the end.
Packers going to kick the field goal.
He's only had 2 field goal attempts through 3 games. This will be his 3rd of the season. 16 years in the league.
Mason Crosby kicking the ball.
Like communication things that change games. I mean, there's
that was part of the chess match.
The delay
right
a game, yeah, and that right there. If Belichick doesn't take that time out, they could get a touchdown on this drive.
Exactly.
Really easy.
That save, taking them off the field and holding them to 3 as they kick.
The field goal is good. We got a tie ball game, guys.
Now you see why Rodgers stayed on the field. That's almost his call. And the head coach is like, "What are we doing? Wait, huh? Oh, he's trying to get him off sides."
Let's go back and talk about special teams and Coach Belichick's father, Steve.
All right, so quick commercial break. 17 is 17. Let's talk about how many people took the 10-point spread. Right? Let's talk about that, because this is how Vegas works, right? Mac Jones is out, so Brian Hoyer's not going to be able to do it. Right? So they give Green Bay 10 points. Fast forward to what's happened. Rodgers has played like crap. You got a rookie in there who's trying to do the best that he can. The defense is what's winning New England this game, basically. And we're going tied up into the 4th quarter. So there you go.
Cleveland as well, 322 wins. He's 26 away. That's regular and post from topping the Don Shula record for most wins all time by a coach.
Yeah, he's going to get that before he's done.
Marcus Jones, 2 yards deep.
Jones on his feet still makes it to the 35.
And that closes out an exciting 3rd quarter. Each team with a touchdown on their first possession. Packers get a field goal to tie it. We're heading to the 4th at Lambeau, folks. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
All right, so end of the 3rd quarter, going into the 4th, tie ball game. Is Bailey going to pull this thing off? Is Bill truly a mastermind when it comes to using the tools of his team? YG says Pat's 27-24. Okay. Fans already saying zapped like it's a catchphrase. Denver versus Las Vegas is a game. Yeah, I expected it to be a game. 22-16. Vegas has the ball. At Arizona, Carolina game too. 10-13. Arizona's got the ball by 3. 11 minutes left in the 4th. Michael saying Green Bay 24-17. I'm telling you guys, this thing might be an upset. Sacrifice. You already know they gotta make their money. Every 15 minutes, basically. Kevin Ross, man, I've been doing this for a while. Shout out to Frank Lee. Love. Subscribe. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Yeah, I mean, if they didn't have timeouts and all that stuff, there'd be a lot more injuries than what there already are. No problem, Frank. Welcome to the channel, man. Thanks for being here. All right, so we got 965 viewers, 260 likes, guys. We're trying to still get to that 300 mark. 300 likes, 300 thumbs up. We just need 40 more. 40 more likes, 40 more thumbs up, and we'll hit that mark. Keep it going, guys. Thanks for the support. as we get back to it. Fourth quarter, tie ball game.
This has been such a wild start to the season.
It really is.
So many great games. September was just full of close games and wild finishes. Now we ring in October. A bit more today. Here's Stevenson. Stevenson ripping off a good run for another 12 or 13. Give him 12.
You're going to watch the left side. We talk about Strange, the rookie. He's the left guard right here. He's going to pull around, and you're also going to see 83 Humphrey, and they both fit through the hole before Stevenson comes in, and that's a well-designed play that you come up with on the sideline. Two pullers like that to match it. You need the correct front.
So 1st and 10 after the run.
Going to go back to Stevenson.
And Stevenson is going to get another
carry. He's an amazing
5
story.
yards.
He broke his foot, Ramondre Stevenson, his 3rd game of his senior year in high school. So he just was lightly recruited, and he ended up not going to college right away. He worked at a Walmart and a Jimmy John's. His friends told him, man, you've got the talent, you've got the game. He went the junior college route, eventually was spotted by Oklahoma, made the dean's list at Oklahoma. And now here
Think about it. Bill Belichick, he's running this ball.
Patriots.
He's using that clock.
Ago, the NFL dream.
He's using his tools.
Like a real long reach. Now he's a big part of it. Yep. Here he goes.
Another big first down run.
Stevenson to the 31-yard line.
The friends were right. You got a chance. And these two teams are much more similar than I thought. You got two really good, nose tackle. You got two guys. You'll see the whole right side. The double teams right here up front. Offensive line, very solid on both sides. You got two running backs who are really good. Everything's the same here. Corners, safeties, except for Aaron Rodgers on this side.
That's right.
This is huge for this team.
6 linemen in as Stevenson just comes off the 17
gets
yard
another
line, the
2
longest
yards,
for the Patriots,
leading to a 2nd and 8.
2 more. So it looks like to me that we saw, of course, Zappe throw the touchdown pass, but they're very content and feeling like they can win the line of scrimmage with the run.
Exactly, Immortal.
That's
what he's doing. He's running that clock. He's limiting the amount of time Green Bay, can have the ball and their possession. And he's allowing Bailey to really, get a feel of the game and gain some confidence. So it's working.
You can go on the road and shorten the game and win, and they're kind of doing that today.
Play action.
Well, Zappe still
plenty of time. Deep throw. That's a catch.
The catch is made by
Aguilar for 21 yards.
So they set it up. They run it. They run it. They run it. They run it. And then play action, and it's there for the big gain of 21.
Well, you'll see the route. You go straight up. That's a fantastic route by Aguilar. I mean, to go up and not just keep going straight across, but watch. Right tight end. Nope, not a tight end. It's Marcus Cannon, the tackle who's playing that position. So when he comes in, where do you think your antennas are on defense?
So first and goal.
Run. Great job by Matt Patricia.
First and goal at the 9.
And another 5-yard run from Harris.
Harris, 4 more added on that carry. He's got 72 on
second and goal.
Stevenson has 57. Zappe, meanwhile, is 9 out of 13 with 93 yards and a touchdown pass.
Well, in both teams, like when I talk about just how even in a lot of ways you look at their teams, I mean, total yards, really balanced. New England 125 running.
And here we go.
26 passing. Same with
5 handoff to Harris. And he's going to cut through the middle, and that's a Patriots touchdown. Damian Harris
takes it in from 5 yards out.
They ran right at Kenny Clark.
This is where it gets interesting.
First round draft pick, 69, Cole Strange, to take him on.
Because now this Patriots defense is going to step up. They're going to step up now.
Right here, watch your big stud. We're coming right at you. First round rookie moves him out of there, and that creates the displacement so everything can open up. Outstanding draft pick. Really, what a drive right there. That's the biggest drive of his career, Jim.
He had a good one the previous time, too.
This was
touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it.
And extra point is good.
Bailey on the hold, and Falk is good. That was 66 yards in 7 plays.
Wow.
They ran it 6 of the 7.
So that's your score. 24 Patriots, 17 Packers. 11 minutes left in the fourth. Momentum is definitely in the Pats' favor. The win percentage flipped from Green Bay being 69% to now Patriots being 72.8%. Just like that. Unbelievable. Aaron makes 92 times Zappe's salary. That seems about right. Yeah, this is and I called it. I said that this would be an upset. Now, obviously the game's not over, but for it to even be at this point, because now Aaron Rodgers is under some real pressure. You can't lose to the rookie, right? You can't do that. I mean, you can't lose to the rookie, yo. Can you? Because that would just be wild. Aaron Rodgers gonna need a helmet after the game. Shout out to Vince Harrison, B3WL122 subscribed. Thanks a lot, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Going on here? All right, so we are on this quick commercial break, guys. Votes are still at 70% for the Patriots, or for the Packers on my side, but the consensus is 72.5%. The Patriots take this thing now as we get back to it.
How storied these two franchises are, and there's the Packers 820 all-time wins as regular and post. Belichick on his own 322.
Well, Belichick, Brady, and the Krafts built them into that, right? The Packers' history goes back way. I'm saying there's a lot of great players in the history, but the Patriots dynasty really came when those guys came together in New England. But I mean, this is ridiculous. You look at this Green Bay run. I mean, Lombardi's run.
Well, Lambeau had 6
right, here we go.
NFL
First and 10 Packers.
If the Super Bowls were played before,
they named the stadium after
Lambeau. I mean, Vince Lombardi would have a lot of Super Bowls too. If they
deep throw.
Game.
Oh, that's out of reach.
Almost picked off and complete.
Yeah, you got two storied fields now in the state of Wisconsin. You got Lambeau Field and Romo Field down in Burlington as of this week.
Heard that one coming there. Taking another shot, and right there, one of the hardest throws in balls. We bypassed the great field in Burlington. I see that was a good one. But right there, you're throwing that ball, and 87 Dobbs, you got to be outside. You can't throw a high route, because if you're got a defender outside, the safety's going to get in there very quickly, and it's just no space to get the ball to.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Jones with a 4-yard run. 3rd and 6.
Uche able to kind of cut back in and limit that gain. And they're going to hurry up here. The Patriots are not ready.
Ooh. Did you hear that? He said, "You've got to snap the ball a little quicker, guys." So
that's what I thought I heard.
He said, "Hey."
Yo, I know all you guys heard that. That was hilarious.
Suddenly is down. Adrian Phillips. He was hurt on the previous play.
Well, this is why he steps up trying to get the quick 5-yard substitution. Here we go. Big 3rd down when we get back.
That is hilarious. Oh, man. Caught the hot mic. Caught the hot mic, yo. Who forgot to turn it off? He's like, snap the ball. I keep trying to catch that the Packers defense. Unfortunately, there was an injured player. Gemini Don, yeah, you heard it. That was there was some force and energy in that statement. Some force and energy. No, it was a player that was mic'd up. Oh boy. All right, 3rd and 6, guys. 11 minutes left in the 4th. Right, Romo's like, yeah, I know that feeling. You gotta hurry up and snap that ball, yo. All right, here we go.
He's sponsored.
Oh, not yet. Sorry. $11 minutes left. Score is 24 Patriots, 17 Green Bay. Green Bay's at their 29. It is 3rd and 6 as we get back to it.
Has a population of about 107,000. But on game day, there's 81,000 inside Lambeau Field. And what a game they've been treated to today. Packers down 7.
There's a nervous energy, though, right here. I mean, I was really expecting in this game. 2-2. I mean, you're rolling, you got 2 wins, you're going to come in and do this, and the schedule's not going to be great this year.
3rd and 6 coming up.
Rodgers, deep pass, and that's a catch to Cobb.
Goes with the old veteran.
24 yards.
After a big play for the Packers.
Goes to the well.
That was Aaron Rodgers and Cobb. That took me back a decade right there. You'll see 18 on your left. Randall Cobb, and he just jukes Bryant at the top.
First reception of the game for Cobb. Number 18 hauls it in from the 18-year veteran.
And then Wise is 18.
So 1st and 10.
And they've got the football now on the New England side of the 50 as we move inside 10 minutes.
Hey, Old Faithful.
You're going to see the tempo pick up a little bit. Not to change the offense, but you got to pick it up.
Jones, breaking through.
Takes a big hit.
But able to be brought down.
On the 3-yard line.
Able to end it. It looked like it had potential to be a whole lot more.
He came flying in. That was
right, Trev.
That could have broken.
Just ignore all the rookies. Let me go to this well.
Every time he handles it, it has a chance to go.
We got to win this game.
He's got. I mean, he does. He has that gear, right? When you see him, you're exactly right. He's got that extra kind of thing you want in your running back. You're like, he's a home run hitter, but also does all the dirty work. And
2nd and 7.
Finishes downhill.
Dillon comes in for him. On 2nd and 7.
Safety comes down. Do you want to throw it now? Yes.
Quick pass to Dillon in the middle, and that's a 1st down.
That's Dillon. And the Packers have another 1st down.
And that was Steve and Bill Belichick running zone. Haven't run it much in this, but when you get down there, just a zone coverage. When they all get out of there, you look down.
We had a week to get ready, but we need to be serious right now.
Over and over again. You won't see
right now
more zones. Aaron's actually ripped it up the 2 or 3 times they've done it.
Coach Belichick with his son Steve, of course, named for his grandfather, who we showed you with the punt return earlier. And big part of this defense.
1st and 10.
At New England. 1st down, though, for the Packers.
Big run up the middle from Dillon. 13 yards.
Running behind Royce Newman for 13.
Myers and Runyon, left guard, and the center get the displacement right there. You don't see any defenders, and that is a little bit of a weak spot sometimes. You'll see it inside. Myers 71, boom! And Runyon 76, clearing the way, taking Equale right out of there.
Now at the 20. And a first down. Tunyon for 3.
Tunyon gets a couple, 2nd and 8.
Peppers on the tackle. It's a secondary without Jalen Mills. He's out inactive with a hamstring.
That's part of the reason you saw Bryant. They play a lot of guys in the secondary, a whole bunch of different people. They move a bunch of the linebackers around, and so the matchup against Cobb, you never know. That's why it's big when some guys get hurt, because the matchup all of a sudden turns to the other team's favor.
Rodgers has hit 9 of his last 10. Going to hand it off. Aaron Jones has a 100-yard performance with that carry.
And Jones gets 5 yards. 3rd and 3.
104 total.
At
Getting
the
5 on that play.
13.
It's a guy that knows how to score, find the end zone at home. Well, pretty much everywhere, but Aaron Jones has had 35 career games at Lambeau. He has scored 33 touchdowns in those 35 games here. Okay. It was 6.5 to go. Is it 4-down territory? Maybe. I mean, you got to think.
Yes, definitely, unless you get a sack or something here. But to me, both old
Here we
lines
go.
have really controlled this game. Now at the end, it's going to probably come down to both quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah. There's Rodgers.
He throws to the corner. That's a catch by Dobbs. Packers score.
Dobbs turns around to make the grab.
There it is.
And that's on Jonathan Jones, their #1 corner, and that's why I like Dobbs. He does these things that all of a sudden make it quarterback friendly.
13-yard catch for the touchdown.
And that was spitting image of an old Adams out there.
There's number 500 in his career.
Wow, that's rare territory right there.
500th career pass touchdown by Aaron Rodgers.
Well, Peyton Manning,
Brady at the top of the list.
Breeze, Favre, Romo. That's
right.
it. That list.
Wait, that makes 6.
I can't remember the exact number there. What a throw.
Dobbs.
Perfect timing.
Extra point.
Extra point is good.
Crosby. Yep, Dobbs caught a touchdown last week. He was the first rookie to catch one.
All right, so we're back to zeros. Tie ball game. 6 minutes left. Patriots ball. Each team both have 2 timeouts. Let's see what Bill Belichick can come up with. Shout out to Adriano Stafford, R2D3, and the Gatlinburg Hussey has subscribed. Thanks a lot, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Mike, you keep saying that, bro. I don't know what that means. Bill's gonna drain the clock and win by a field goal. I could see that. He knows just how to do it too. Pound that ball and run that clock. Kick the field goal, win the game. Although 6 minutes is a long time in football. If Zappe pulls this out, do we have a QB controversy? not like the one they're having in Pittsburgh. I was saying it 2 weeks ago, yo. Put Kenny in. And you put him in the second half, so now it's like, oh, go win us the game. Instead of starting him. That's not how that works. I don't want to have to clean up somebody else's mess. Because now if you lose, it's still on you. Like, the whole game's on you when you come in the second half. Nobody cares about what Mitch did in the first half. They care about what you did in the second half. And then you're responsible for the whole game. Shout out to Arlene Leone for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Arlene. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family.
Aaron Rodgers hitting the milestone. Number 500. 500 touchdown passes in his legendary career. And he takes the team 75 yards in 9 plays to tie it here in the 4th. It was a 5-minute drive. Now the football goes back to the Patriots and the rookie quarterback, who had to be called on because the starter, Brian Hoyer, already coming in for the real starter, Mac Jones, got knocked out with a concussion early in this game. And there's the list. There it is. 7-13 at the top. Breeze, Manning, Favre, and now Aaron Rodgers. The only 5 to ever reach 500.
Breeze, Manning,
4 lead
Favre.
changes and 2 ties in this game. We have 6 minutes remaining.
So remember I talked
All right,
about
1st and 10,
racing?
Patriots.
It's racing right now for Zappe. Listen to this.
He's handled it exceptionally well. Up to this point, 9 of 13.
Handoff to Harris.
To the ground to Harris.
Pushing for
4
yards.
Try to quiet things down and pick up a little chunk.
Well, the run game kind of controlled it in the last drive, and then you had the big throw.
Yeah, they had the 21-yard throw to Allegor, and everything else was a run.
And that's the thing. It's like your nerves can be calm when you're handing the ball off. I mean, they've called an incredibly smart game on allowing this rookie third stringer to come in on the road and allow your team not to lose because he makes a critical
Grandmaster
error.
Belichick.
And a lot of that's obviously because he's
2nd and 6.
doing a great job, but also the way they're calling it and keeping it simple.
2nd and 6. Play action.
Play action. Zappe, too much time with the ball, and he's going to take a sack. Loss of 9 yards.
And again, Gary is in on the play.
3rd and 15.
Jaron Reed, and a loss of 9.
Well, this is just a play action that you're going to get, but the coverage is awesome. Go ahead and run this. And we're going to pause it right at the end. Keep going, keep going.
Taking
keep
too
going.
long to hold with the ball.
Right here, this is where he's going to end up looking to his left.
Throw it away.
There's your outlet. And that's because you don't know the offense yet.
What do you hand him here? What do you send in to the rookie on 3rd and 15 with the game on the line?
You hand the ball off or you run a screen, but I'm not doing something other than getting it out quick.
Quick
There's
throw.
The pass complete. And that's Henry, and he
4th
is stuck
and 9.
right away by Stokes.
So it's going to lead to a 3
and
and out.
Off the field.
It's the right play. Things were covered down the field, and you don't want to make the error. I mean, your defense is playing good. Obviously, Aaron's picked it up here, but you still got to make Rodgers go 60, 70 yards against you, to score a touchdown. You got 2 timeouts left. But your defense has played pretty well today. You might have another chance to this. The problem is it's Aaron Rodgers on the other side. I hate punting it to him before the game.
This is the first punt of the second half. Up to this point, there have been 5 possessions by the 2 teams and 5 scores. And the kick bounced backwards. Oh, boy, that is going to set up Rodgers and the Packers with a short field.
Oh, they're in perfect shape.
Green Bay 43.
To run their offense. They can hand the ball off. Short screens, then take the dagger shot and send them away with a loss.
Is Romo predicting the game, or does he know the script? Is Romo predicting the game, or does he know the script? Because if it happens that way, well, you know the rest. I mean, let's look at the script writing here, right? Can Rodgers lose this game after he just broke the record, or broke a record of having 500 passing touchdowns? Can he lose this game with that stat in this game? Do you write that in your story? Yeah, he broke the record, but he lost the game. Come on, yo. You can't break that record and lose this game. So there you go. So Aaron Rodgers just hit 500 passing touchdowns. 500 passing touchdowns. Joining the likes of Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, and Brett Favre. Bellarize is snapped, bro. Snapped the ball. Shoutouts to Clayton Phelps, Paul Rip, Marvelous Navarro for subscribing. Thanks a lot, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family.
Okay, the Packers have 3:50 on the clock, each team with 2 timeouts. This has been Rodgers' numbers in the second half.
You have the whole playbook at your disposal right here. I think you run the football. I mean, truly, you could take this all the way down and kick a field goal. I mean, at any point you could take your shot. But
there we go,
really
first
think
and
you
10.
could just hand the ball off.
Yep.
Do your RPO game.
And leave it up to Crosby. With Rodgers in trouble.
Big hit, gets rid of it.
Just to avoid the sack. As Adrian Phillips came in on him, crashed into him. And it's 2nd and 10.
Second
and you
and
get a
10.
corner blitz from the outside. Phillips safety, but he's all the way up top, but he's lines up over the receiver. And wow, he just
a
beast
shove.
modes
Yeah,
Jones.
just shoved Jones to the side.
And you see why Phillips, they've got a couple guys.
What's up, Ty Lee?
Who can do that in that secondary. You know, they went and got Peppers as well.
Yep.
With the Giants, they're physical.
Got both backs in. Flanking Rodgers on 2nd and 10. They throw it to Jones. He's out of bounds.
And Jones is going to get 4 yards, leading to a 3rd and 6
Packers, like getting that
at the
pony
Green Bay
formation,
47.
It's a 3-play deal. You can hand it off either side. The other guy motions. You could throw it. So it's like either guy could get it. But in this one, we're going to have Jones go left, fake the handoff, and Rodgers can hand it off or throw it to him. But now, doing that on 2nd down, because the 1st down play, which is a little risky, I know.
Yeah, welcome, Ty Lee. Thanks for being
Jones
here, man.
fell forward, got actually a gain of 4, but now you got a 3rd and 6.
There's so many scenarios here, right? It's like, if it's 4th and 6, you might have to actually punt it.
Here we go.
But if you get to 4th
3rd
and 1,
6.
2, maybe even 3, you go for it.
Here he goes from the gun.
Under pressure, incomplete. There's flags down.
Patriots are bouncing around in disbelief. Bryant was on Cobb.
And that was the matchup we were talking about. Bryant's
There's
in the
flags
slot a lot.
everywhere.
This is an option route. He's going to go up and to have the ability to like break in or break out. And Cobb does a great job of making Bryant have to kind of tug on him and hold him. It looked like he did do that at the top of the route. We'll see, though. Taking a long time. Sometimes when they do this.
Pass interference.
Wow.
Number 27.
Wow.
Will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic 1st down.
Here he is. Cobb's going to run up, and he's going to stop, and he has a choice to break in or out. And he's going to try and push by, and that right hand and the left. That is the correct call. That's a penalty right there.
11
that'll
yards on
help.
the penalty. New set of downs at the New England 42 inside 3 minutes.
You have to run it here now.
1st and 10.
This is a must run, so I would bring everyone down in there from New England.
You got Dillon with the carry.
And Dillon gets 2
Dillon's got
yards.
2.
2nd and 8.
Dillon now 11 carries, 49 yards. Again, you got Mason Crosby, who's been around here forever. He's had plenty of game-winning kicks in his career.
I don't see it going OT.
Taking the time. They got the 2 timeouts. They got the 2-minute warning. Just keep picking up first downs and try to set it up.
They're going to call one more play here.
The second most tenured player on the team to win the game.
Let's
at
see
the
what
end.
happens.
Unless New England can come up with something here.
This is going to probably lead down
bring
to
a
the
halt to
second
it.
or the 2-minute.
2nd and 8.
They got to get closer, Jim. This is into the wind still.
Here we go. Incomplete on the.
That was forward pass.
So it's
recovered by Runyon, but
incomplete.
No necessary to try to
on
get
the
it.
screen.
We do
There's
have a
a
marker
flag
down
down
on the far sideline at the 36.
There's a flag down. Here we go.
Now, he unloaded that pass in a hurry, so I don't know how much happened.
Well, this is an RPO. It's usually going to be ineligible downfield. Is that what he showed?
Yes. Yep.
So they run a ton of these, and they're great at it. But it's hard against all this man coverage. And now what do you do? Do you decline
ineligible
it?
Man downfield offense, number 71. That penalty is declined, 3rd down.
Okay. All right.
So here we are, 3rd and 8. It's the right call here because you don't want to give Aaron Rodgers another down. You know, I think this is still too far.
3rd and 8 at the New England 40.
He was kicking from the 43
This
before
is into a win. It is this direction.
35-yard line would still make me a little uncomfortable. You'd like to be at the 30, but right here, I think you're definitely going for it. Or punting. Here's the play of the game right here, Jim. This is it.
Dillon is the running back. Dobbs to the right. 8 for the first.
Pass rush heavy, deep throw. Dobbs with the touchdown. Oh, they're saying it came out.
And it's an incompletion. Rodgers thinks it's a touchdown.
Oh, he doesn't know. Oh, my goodness. It's a perfect. He goes for the
Jonathan
dagger.
Jones, I think, knocked it out of his hands.
Nobody does it better than New England's defense for so many years, right?
Incomplete.
At the very end, they always get their hand in or something.
Touchdown is no good.
Yeah, poised Jonathan Jones. Let's see. And really, it's really just Dobbs. Does he?
Oh,
gotta take it to the ground.
It wasn't Jones. That was just Dobbs not taking it to the ground.
It came out.
Not a football move. That's
James
not going to be enough time.
What do you see at first glance, Gene?
Oh, my goodness.
That's going to be incomplete, Jim. He's got to make a football move. They're going to have to punt.
Oh, and go ahead, Gene. Meanwhile, Belichick's livid.
He's got his. Yeah, I think coach is upset because he doesn't like the play clock being reset right now. It's just an incomplete pass, and he doesn't want the offense to get this extra time right now, guys. The pass play, he's going to the ground from the air. He's got to survive the ground. It's incomplete.
Is
but
so
Coach
mad
Belichick
right
doesn't
now.
like the extended delay right now. Just
slammed his
is just an incomplete pass.
Slammed his headset down.
Green Bay is challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass.
Is that
it's an
challenge
incomplete.
a waste, you think, Gene?
It's a waste of challenge.
Well, you know, Jim, I think he's going to at least let them
What's
take
up,
a
Mike
look and
Burcham?
make the decision
What's up, bro?
right now of the 3rd element that we need when we have to have a catch be completed. There is possession. As the receiver's landing, his 2nd foot does land, but I don't think that he makes a football move or has the time naturally because he's going to the ground to have a football move. And to me, that 3rd element isn't reached, and I think they stay with incomplete on the play.
Well, you see he's got possession here. He's making a couple of steps. Hits the ground and the ball comes out. Rodgers looked at the replay on the big screen, thinks he's got a touchdown, as he did when he first released it.
Wow.
I mean, the throw was incredible. The route by Dobbs, you could see, was incredible. The finish, not so much. I mean, I've seen a couple times they've called. We've had it, Jim, where we're like, no way, that's an incomplete. And they're like, no. Because in the end zone, for some reason,
I feel like.
Well, you get to the
I feel like they're
going to
give it to
play
him.
of years ago, Gene.
I feel like they're going to give it to him.
This is, again, the call on the field was incomplete. It's got to be
some people
indisputable to top that call.
I feel like they're going to give it to him.
It does, Jim, and I had a pretty close a little action with Calvin Johnson in real time when it occurred. Let's hear what Adrian Hill says.
After review, the receiver did not maintain control of the ball. Incomplete pass. The one the field stands.
Wow.
Green Bay will be charged with their 2nd timeout.
You remember one?
Yeah.
What's up, Samantha Stewart? How you doing?
The ground ended up. Yep. But the difference was he reached out on this one. I think it's the right call. It needed to be just like if he almost bobbled it for a second and still came up with it, I think they had called it a touchdown. The fact that it left, no chance there.
So they're going to punt it with Pat O'Donnell on
They're
4th and
punting.
8.
And don't think that timeout, is it worth it? Maybe.
Roller coaster.
I'm not sure, 100% which way you should do there. So it's like for the game in some ways. But now all of a sudden, is New England with a rookie going to be safe or are they going to be aggressive?
And you got a rookie back there waiting to field this one.
They're going to take a delay of game, but they're trying to get an extra 5 yards for the punt.
Delay game, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
And a lot of times when you decline it, teams will decline that a lot of the time because they're like, we don't want to give you the extra 5 yards to help your punter, what he practices from all the time. But here, you're going to accept it because you don't want them to go for it. You want that.
All right, so 4th and 13. Packers are punting.
Marcus Jones is back there to field it. Will he touch it? Will he try to make the catch on it? Bounces over his head, and there it goes. Did the foot touch the line?
What's up, Jared? I had the Patriots with the upset.
Yeah, it's only the ball that matters, so it's fine. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It was Keyshawn Nixon. Keyshawn Nixon with a clean play.
So
ball's at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, this is wild. Minute 52, tie ball game. Rookie quarterback, Bill Belichick. Guys, we have 1,644 viewers, 338 likes. The next goal is 500. 500 likes, guys. 500 thumbs up. Make sure you are smashing that thumbs up button. It is much appreciated. I do thank you guys for the support. We 160 likes, 160 thumbs up, and we'll get to that goal of 500. Thanks for the support, guys. Thanks for being here. I will also be streaming the next game, the Buccaneers and the Chiefs, for Sunday Night Football. So make sure you lock it in. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be updated with streams just like this for the NFL, NBA, MLB, and of course college. Lazarus Rodgers. Oh man. I don't see it going to OT. I think this gives Bill Belichick enough time. He's got 2 timeouts to go down and kick a field goal and win the game. Safety? Nah. Nah, I don't see it happening. Not a safety. As far as votes go, we've got 965 votes, 69% for the Packers, still holding it down in the votes. We'll see what happens. It's a time for a miracle.
Tony, no one better than you than breaking down this last minute 52 seconds in the strategy.
Well, here we go.
One, you think with a rookie you're going to play it safe. They will hand this ball off on first down, Jim. But you can't play it too safe because the Packers are going to use a
2-yard run,
here.
2nd and 8.
And so if you run the ball 2 more times and you give it back to him, Rodgers is going to have around 20 seconds, 25 seconds from the 50-yard line, and he can easily get in field goal range.
Plenty of time.
And then you've got to be aggressive to get a first down. Then you probably try and take it to overtime. You know, if this was 10 yards, 15 yards further, it's different. But you're going to have to trust the kid at some point here to actually win the game or send it to overtime with a first down. That is what you're trying to do.
Hey, by the way, next Sunday, week 5 of the NFL on CBS, we have regional action. Many of you are going to see Pittsburgh at Buffalo. We will be there for that one. Plus other regional action that all starts at noon Eastern.
Here we go,
with the NFL
2nd and
today.
8.
Next Sunday,
2nd and 8
on CBS.
And in that end zone is the loudest area on the road. So the communication. I still think they run the ball here.
2nd and 8. They do.
And there's a run.
And that's Ramondre out to the
5
9-yard
yards.
line. They're going to have a 3rd and 3 coming up.
Wow, that was huge because if that's a 1-yard gain, you got to put the ball in the quarterback's hands. But now you can run it again. Now I'd be safe. I mean, a wide receiver screen, a run, you know, getting shotgun and run it. Make
3rd and 3.
Like throwing it. Or just get this offensive line, bring Marcus Cannon in as the 6th offensive lineman and just power it right at him and say, we've been controlling the line of scrimmage all day. Can we do it again?
We're down to almost a minute. Minute 4 and counting. There's going to be a timeout called here.
Timeout called by New England. 61 seconds to go. Can you imagine this kid right here, Bailey Zappe, from Houston Baptist to Western Kentucky to Lambeau Field.
Quick shout outs to Bart, Aaron, Theodore Rodriguez, Derek Kane, Paul Clark, Tanya Wooden for subscribing. Thanks a lot, guys. Welcome to the channel.
Patricia
Welcome to the family.
Has a word with him. Patricia, of course, who resided in the NFC North for quite a while, as head coach of the Detroit Lions. It's called a good game here today with, again, their third quarterback. And here we go. 3rd and 3.
They got Marcus Cannon in the game. But he's actually right tackle. They're going to hand it off.
Stevenson shakes
just
one
short.
defender, and he is shut down a yard short.
And it's going to be 4th and 1.
That'll run the clock down, though, to about 14 seconds.
And that was part of the reason why.
You got a lot of pressure coming up right now on this punt by Jake Bailey. He is punting downwind, but so far this season, well, he came into the week dead last in both gross and net average in the league.
Yeah,
he has
regardless, there's not enough time to do anything, so you got to punt this and take it to OT. You have to.
Direction. His last punt, though, was also in this direction, only went 31 yards.
I mean, this is the type of punt that can win or lose a game.
Yes.
Like right here, if you hit a very short punt, something low, they're automatically in field goal range.
Cardona,
timeout.
Snapper, timeout with 14 seconds to go.
Timeout, New England, their 3rd and final.
It's not very often you
30-second timeout.
talk about a punter having one of the biggest punts of his career, but that's coming up. This is tonight on CBS. Big Sunday starts with 2 action-packed premieres.
Commercial break. New England's at their 11. They're going to punt the ball, and we're most likely going to be ending up going to OT.
Matters. At 16 seconds is different than
14. I mean,
18 and 14. Yeah. So if you're getting up there, you don't want them trying to time it. And then they get a great jump on the defensive side. They know you have to snap it with 1 second.
So yeah, it's going OT. It's going OT.
Right leg playing a pivotal role. It's low and it's driving, and it bounces into the arms of Rodgers. Amari Rodgers is held up at the 48. 4 seconds to go. Of course, now you're going to have, we got a flag down, by the way, back at the 12-yard line.
Oh, if this is on New England, you could be getting them in position. So that's why 4 seconds. If you had 7 seconds right here, you could get the ball out of bounds with 8-10 yards and still have a kick at 4. Wow, each second matters a lot.
I'll take the Patriots in OT.
Punt traveled 44 yards.
Yeah, I'll take the Patriots in OT. Shout out to Paul Heinrich Jr. for subscribing. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family.
All right. Illegal block in the back against the return team, number 24, during the kick. That 10-yard penalty is enforced from the end of the kick. 1st down, Green Bay.
Well, it seems like as we see what happened here, he's right there.
Yep.
That's Tariq Carpenter flag for that.
Carpenter, that's just, you got to have poise at the end of that, and Pepper's just pegging him on for that.
I remember a Thursday night in Detroit, the king of the Hail Mary, Aaron Rodgers, threw one inside Ford Field that I thought was actually going to hit the rafters.
That ain't happening.
And it was 62 yards. Of course, this right now is going a little bit into the wind. That was December the 3rd, 2015. This would be, well, it's going to snap it from the 35.
So what you do here is you're going to actually
now
throw.
They're moving the football to the up from the 35 to the 42.
You don't have time to get a ball.
You got to get some more, J-Love.
20 yards, right, to get in a field goal range. And you really, with the wind and conditions, only Rodgers might have a chance.
I think the wind has settled down a little bit. I do.
But what you're going to do is try and throw it over the middle of the field and have a bunch of blockers have someone come up and block. If they roll out and try and throw this Hail Mary,
he's going to try to buy some time. First off, he'll roll out and try to buy some time.
I think he's going to throw it quick.
Oh, you're right. Here it is. To Cobb.
Throw, Cobb.
Looking for someone to fling it to.
Pitch it back, and that's going to be it.
And it'll go to overtime.
We're going to overtime.
As Jenkins falls on it. And we're going to overtime. Tied at 24 at the end of regulation.
So many little things there that both sides did really well with time.
And the wild thing about this whole game
is
your
team that extra little percentage
I've been
chance
calling
to win this game.
Patriots for the upset. I've said it before the game even started. And we're at this point because Rodgers really didn't decide to start playing until the second half.
You need to read the overtime rules.
There's no reason why this game
let's get
is going to overtime right now.
The
it's really not.
Period. Touchdown or safety on the first possession wins the game. The score is tied after each team's first possession. The next score wins the game. 2 timeouts per team. There are no coaches' challenges.
So,
all right, gentlemen, we are going to play 1 overtime period for a length of up to 10 minutes.
Like if you had the under, you're done. The under was killed. The spread was killed. Like, think about it. If you had the Green Bay spread, it's automatically dead.
Tied, the game will be declared a tie.
Because it's one-score game now.
Timing rules will be in effect. Each team will get 2 timeouts, and all replays will be initiated by the booth.
Shout out to Michael Thomas for subscribing. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the family.
Side is heads. The side with A is tails. What is your call? Heads. Heads is the call. It is a tail. Oh. Green Bay wants the ball. Green Bay has won the toss and elected to receive.
Well, there it is. Green Bay gets the ball.
It did say tail says A on it.
I don't know why we just don't have a head and a tail. Like, why can't we just get a coin? That's super easy.
2 A's in Aaron Rodgers' name.
So what do you guys think? You think Packers come down, gets a touchdown, game over? Like I said, I just don't know if Rodgers can break the record of 500 touchdown passes and lose this game. I don't know. We're going to see, though. Depends. Yeah, it always depends on the ref. We're in this situation right now because of the refs. If they would have never gave Bailey Zappe those 2 extra seconds past the delay of game, we wouldn't be here right now. So Patriots covered the spread already. If you had the Patriots covering the spread, you already won your money. Just go ahead and get ready to count. get ready to count your money because you already won that, regardless of who wins.
Amari Rodgers, yeah, right there. But I thought he should have downed it right when he got it.
Yeah.
To have 9 seconds.
Took all that time off the clock, yeah.
Obviously, the penalty changed things, but without that, with 4 seconds, it would have been really good. With 7, 8, you can get the ball out of bounds and kick the field goal.
And that'll be a touchback. A little recap what's happened in this wild game, which was 10-7 New England at halftime. This was how they took the lead. The pick 6 by Jack Jones. And then New England scored a touchdown with the play clock winding down and that being not spotted by the officials.
Watch it be a tie.
A game. Another touchdown.
Just kill everybody's bet.
By Harris.
Except the over.
Dobbs. And here we are in OT.
Should have been another touchdown for Dobbs and had a big drop.
So close.
And a big 3rd down at the end of the game.
Aaron Jones runs for 3.
Don Shaw has hold up in the hurry.
2nd and 7.
Well, you got Aaron Rodgers last week beat Tom Brady. Now this week he's trying to beat Bill Belichick. You know, look at Belichick. He last week, as he prepared all week long for this game, he had a close look again at Tom going against Green Bay as he was preparing for this game. All kind of intertwined.
Yeah. A lot of history involved here, right? Great players. Great coaches, 15 overtime wins.
2nd and 8.
Throw. Jones just taken down for a yard.
Zappe with the tackle. Sets up 3rd down. He's been very active
3rd and 8.
today.
Yes, and I mean, he's picked it up here in the second half. I thought early, couple plays, he got a little out of position, but he's really started to thump here. Give his team a chance. And
getting the appreciation from the sideline as he comes out for this 3rd down play. 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
You want the rookie quarterback, if you're a Packer fan, to have to go the length of the field. You don't want to go 3 and out and give him, the softness of being in the mid part of the field. If he gets backed up into that end zone, it's much more difficult if you're going to ask him to throw the football.
Timeout called,
of course,
by Aaron.
Timeout, Green Bay. They're first.
Okay.
Green Bay was 17 second-half points. They had scored only 10 second-half points the first 3 games of the season. It's been, again, I mentioned it earlier, another wild and dramatic day around the league. How about some of these comebacks in the 1 o'clock window? They were down 20-3. The Bills, they come back to score the last 20 unanswered to win it. Meanwhile, the Eagles were down
What's up,
14-0 to Jacksonville. And
shout out to Lodi Lahi for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Laura Kendall, thanks for subscribing, guys. Welcome to the channel.
To tie it. Well, first he tied it with 2 minutes to go from 60. Then from 61, it hit the upright.
All right, so 3rd and 7.
Off the mark to give the Vikings the win. Of course, the Packers are heading to London later this week to take on the Giants next Sunday. Here's the 3rd and 7. And Rodgers
takes a big hit, throws it away, and that is 3 and out.
And Judon again on Jenkins has done an incredible job coming off the ball and just disrupting some huge plays.
Boy.
And nothing bigger and no play bigger than that one. At the end, Rodgers was looking. Did he get hit?
How about him staying up? By staying up, he saved about 13 yards.
Yes, that was huge. He's done that twice today where he's thrown the ball away.
Oh, boy.
Hidden yardage, we call it.
And now O'Donnell. Stepping up at the 30, Jones
on the move, and he's going to make it to about the 50.
Big time return for the Patriots.
This is probably ball game, guys. This is probably ball game.
1 first down to have a realistic shot, and you might not even need that fully to attempt it.
Field goal wins it.
They give him 20 yards on the return after a 43-yard punt. Boy, he's had several of those today. Electrifying in his college career down at the University of Houston, and they've got themselves a gem who can play defensive back as well in the 3rd round. Nick Falk, been Mr. Automatic inside of 50 yards the last 2 years, hoping to get the chance.
Well, you got Cannon in. This has got to be a run, unless you want to get super risky, but I think you just hand this ball to the right.
They give it to Harris.
Harris.
He's got about 4.
It's 4 yards, 2nd and 5.
So Zappe, the last quarterback with a game-winning drive in his debut. Patrick Mahomes. That was his first start. It was at the end of the season. They set Alex Smith, the game at Denver, and he won that game. Of course, he had the full-time job beginning week 1 the following year. And the rest is history, with a lot more history to come.
Same formation.
2nd and 5.
Same exact look. You can do the same thing.
2nd and 5, they stretch it out on the handoff. Not much there.
Short gain.
Only a yard for Harris.
Maybe no gain. 3rd and 5.
That. And now what are you going to do, Tony? Going to have 3rd and 4 or 5?
I'd put it in the quarterback's hands here. I would actually say, you know what? They're so in tune to try and stop the run. Have him throw a slant. You're going to get man-to-man coverage. You're going to get tight contested. And I'd go to Devontae.
Yeah, you got to throw this ball now.
And step up there.
You have to throw it
in there. And you see him down at the bottom of your screen. Right down here, sorry.
Timeout called by New England.
Everyone's nervous before the snap.
New England. They're first.
It took them a long time to get set up there, and so you'd have been under the gun.
Belichick called it, by the way.
To be honest, I think this is 4-down territory.
There's no win right now, guys.
Here's a 3rd and 5. Going to spin out of it. Going to throw it. And diving attempt at the pick by Rudy Ford. Falls incomplete. I'd like to welcome those of you who watched the Raiders pick up win number 1 in a victory over Denver. You got Jim Nance and Tony Romo and Tracy Wolfson in overtime at Lambeau Field. And each team now has possessed it once in the extra session, and the Patriots are shut down after 3 plays at the Green Bay 46, and they're going to punt.
And it was outstanding coverage by number 24 on that play to disrupt it early and late.
There's the Bailey punt. They're caught at the 9 by Amari Rodgers. 36-yard punt, just what they were looking for.
Why wouldn't you go for the fake there like the Vikings did? 5 yards.
Just a reminder that the kickoff, the Chiefs and Buccaneers game, is at 8:22 Eastern on NBC.
That's a big one.
And I will be streaming that game, guys, so make sure that you lock it in. Make sure that you do subscribe. I will be streaming that game next, so make sure you do subscribe to the channel.
Next score wins. They've each had it.
I've played a lot.
Here we go, 1st and 10 Packers.
Next score wins. Put me in, coach. That's what Aaron Rodgers says. I'm going to finish it.
From the 10, they go to the ground. And again,
Jones gets 3 yards. 2nd and 7.
Defense. Divide. The first to hit. 2nd and 8. This is a. We talked about Rodgers threw for only 44 yards in that first half, trying to educate, trying to see his receiving core grow. They got Sammy Watkins on IR. You got a veteran like Cobb. He's got the speed threat he used to be at the beginning of his career. Lazard, who gets it perhaps more than anyone.
Yeah.
Biggest threat for them with 5 catches, 94 yards today. The rest is still a work in progress for sure.
Yes. Cobb is actually
Here we go.
good to me today.
2nd and 8.
You're going with a little protection situation here and take
play
a
action.
Shot.
Deep pass. That's a catch by Lazard. 22 yards.
So they get out of that jam back near the 10-yard line. And they pick up 22. That puts Lazard over 100 for the game.
And you called it. Lazard's been kind of the guy.
What up, Jonas?
He's had a really productive game, and he's kind of every week it's like, okay, who's the guy? And giving him that space, play action, give the quarterback time, and he'll find someone open.
Lazard's 3rd catch for over 20 yards in this game. 1st and 10. Dillon gets the call.
Dillon, big run, still on his feet, makes it about 7 yards.
Has a quick 7.
2nd and 3.
And a lot of time there's like these tells, right? If Jones is in the game, let's say it's 58% run, Dillon is 41%. Well, coaches, everyone looks at that, and then it's like you call a defense for a pass, and then all of a sudden they hand it to him. And it's minimal, but in that situation, you got that a little bit there. That's why you had a lot of room.
2nd and 2, inside 5 minutes in the overtime. Dillon again.
And Dillon is just short of the first. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
And that was Bentley, the linebacker, number 8, the team captain.
What's his defense going to do here?
Loves football. He's had a couple plays today of getting in there and thumping, turning the running back inside. And let's see, 3rd and 1. Do you remember earlier they didn't want to go straight ahead? They did that flip out to the side, and Jones got a big run. They're sticking with Dillon in the game. Aaron can hand the ball off to the right or throw it quickly to the left.
They play action.
Play action. Another quick throw.
Throw it complete.
And that's a catch by
down.
Cobb.
Gain of 11.
I
Went to the well.
believe they made that call on 3rd and 1. But you go to the guy you trust with the game on the line, and that's Aaron Rodgers. And, of course, Cobb looks younger to me. I'm just saying he's getting open, and he looks like he's, you know, a young version of himself. I think that he's going to get more,
you already know,
more
Mike.
reps and more
Thanks
and
a
more,
lot, bro.
You know, productivity as this season goes along, because quarterbacks like it when they know what you're going to do, and you got some
first and
juice.
10.
3 receptions for Cobb in the 4th quarter and overtime in his 12th year. Or set it down. You set it down from the 45. And that's Dobbs.
And that's another 8 yards for Dobbs.
You got Cobb and Dobbs.
So now it's 2nd and 2 at the New England 37.
Very close to Crosby range.
Well, this could be a handoff. You have it on there, but off coverage up here. Aaron's like, give me that. I'm just going to throw it to you. And that's where New England's done a great job all day. They've kind of shut down a lot of these RPOs with that
2nd and 2.
tighter coverage.
Unless something crazy happens, I think
these guys make it difficult, but right there, too easy.
They're going to pull this off.
2nd and 2. It's Dillon again, the lone back. Another quick toss.
The toss, well within field goal position.
We just talked about it on the play before, Jim. Same exact play. They cut the split. And Aaron Rodgers comes right out to it. You see it? Another off coverage. And that's just too much. I mean, right there, you just saw it. You got to come in a little bit tighter and make the clear. He's just deciding
Crosby's
that before
preparing
he
that
ever
leg.
gets the ball.
And the last 2 plays, identical. One goes for 8, one goes for 9. And they're already at the 28. Now they're on him.
Yeah.
Yo, Dwayne, that's hilarious, bro. Dillon fighting for yards. It's about 4, 2nd and 6 now.
Ran over Jack Jones on that. We're going to probably see this run down to the 2-minute mark.
Yep, and right there, it's a similar play. These plays, it's not like they were throwing them on the other ones. They were runs, but the quarterback chooses to throw it out there, so they pressed him to make it more difficult. But now, you're already in field goal range. You're going to be a little bit smart and safe. We'll see coming back.
2-minute warning in overtime.
All right, so that's going to take us to a quick commercial break, guys. 2-minute warning. Quick shout-outs. Victor Gallegos, The Adventures of Jigpool, Giovanni Bonilla, MPick YT, Nicholas Washington, TC, Nathan Fogarty, David Ondis, Tim Nisbet, Jay Ryda, Billy Fishkins, Brian Williams, Jose Azoker, all subscribed. Thanks a lot, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Currently have 2,277 viewers. The next goal, guys, is 500 likes. We're at 485. We just need 15 more likes, 15 more thumbs up, and we'll get over that 500 like goal. So make sure you are smashing that like, that thumbs up button. It is much appreciated, guys. I do thank you for the support. I do thank you for being here. I will also be streaming the Buccaneers Chiefs game next, coming up at 8:20. So make sure you subscribe and lock it in. Thanks a lot, guys.
Second and 6. Rodgers is 4 for 4 on this drive.
Should be a timeout by New England right here.
That's Dillon for 3 more.
And they're going to wait.
Thanks a lot, Paul Ritt. Thanks for being here, man. So now,
this will be last 2 minutes.
3rd and 3.
4th quarter or
at the
overtime.
New England 21.
When tied or trailing by 3 or fewer.
That didn't look like Justin Tucker's stat line, did it? Not saying he's...
Of course, no one's stat line looks like Justin Tucker.
Yes.
He's hit his last 10 overall, though,
yes,
as Mason Crosby. 3rd and 3.
I got to get up top and make him hand it off.
Another handoff. First down and more
short kick. If they elect to go for it now,
for Dillon.
Picks up 7.
And they got him with just a little bit of space in there that allowed the right guard Newman to create a big hole.
Of course, there's no reason to leave any time on the clock before you attempt it, because if you happen to miss it, you don't want to give New England a chance to possess the football. So LaFleur looking around, they're still going to run another play.
I don't know. This is interesting. I actually might make them. They would just down it and take the. If you give them 15 seconds, you would just take the time.
There's Dillon.
Another run by Dillon for about a yard.
What you would do, though, Jim, is I would kick this around 8 or 9 seconds, and save your timeout. I mean, now you can't.
Just because of a botch snap or something like that?
If you had 2 timeouts. With 1 timeout, no, not anymore. Now I'd take it all the way down. But if you had 2 timeouts there, a botch snap, 2nd down, take your timeout, kick it.
Got a rookie snapper, by the way, Jack Coco, rookie out of Georgia Tech, and here we go.
Ooh, Andy's got a rookie snapper.
Yes.
Oh, a lot of rookies having
here we go
today under pressure.
There's Rich Bisaccia, who was the interim coach, did such a great job for the Raiders last year. He's the special teams coach, so I'm sure he's coached him up. Zappe's done all he could do today. Belichick takes the headset off. All he can do now is watch. Can't coach. These final 4 seconds. All you can do is sit back and see what Crosby delivers.
Rich Bisaccia, one of the great coaches in the league.
All right, here we go, guys. For the win.
He's got them ready right here, Jim. Give us a call.
Slight left to right win for Crosby. All it is 31 yards.
31 yards. We've seen people miss him.
And a timeout is called by the Patriots.
There's been more icing in key situations today than I've seen.
Timeout by New England.
Well, it hasn't been the Ice Bowl, but it's certainly been a good one.
All right, so while we're on this quick little timeout, guys, more quick shout-outs. We've got Nels Pop 1, Alvin Audish, Christian Gamer, Eris Roy, Silo YT, TT Hadebrez, Peter Morales, Jordan Beaver, Uncle Fred, Armo Bien Aime, and James all subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Here we go.
For the win from 31, Crosby.
Kick is right down the middle. And your Packers take the win 27-24 in overtime. That is ball game, guys.
You have a 3rd-string rookie quarterback, and you almost get upended. Got to give the Patriots credit for a great plan. But in the end, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are too much.
And young Matt LaFleur.
So there it is, guys. That's your score, 27-24. Green Bay taking it after a crazy game, to say the least. Shout out to all you guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for being here. The next game I will stream is going to be that Buccaneers-Chiefs game coming up at 8:20. Make sure you guys lock it in. You don't have to go anywhere. I will be putting that stream up soon. So make sure once you guys get over to that stream, smash that like, that thumbs up button. It is much appreciated. And that will be our last game for the night. See you guys shortly.